push the mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Straight Talk with Wiley. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Go ahead and bring these comments up. I'll give you all a few minutes to get in. I'm sorry I was late and have some technical difficulties, but we'll get started in a second.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push the mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a brains on grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy.
Hey, we'll get started here.
Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Hey, yeah, good morning. Yeah, I gotta get this. What I found is last night what was going on from our show to all the probably the same. There was a consistent thing. Jalen Coach, I received a coach, and where does Jalen Coach season 4 versus? Look at now. I'm all about that. I'm gonna make that video. What I did is
I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully.
There we go. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, yeah. So what I did is I downloaded 2 videos here. Yeah, I downloaded 2 videos. One of them with Leggett and one of them with Coker. And what it basically shows is it shows that all the catches that Leggett got and all the catches that Coker received. If I can get it to play, it'll be great. I'm gonna see, if not, I'm gonna get Q on in a second. But the point behind the video is this. Do we need both receivers? I say yes. Who should get more playing time? I think it's really the discussion. I believe it's Coker. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I guess so, 704. Yes, I believe in Coker. I think Coker should get the majority of the play. But in order for that to happen, we have to do two key things. One, we have to get rid of Adam Thielen. And we need to give Coker Adam Thielen's money. Because this is the last year of Coker's rookie contract. Initially, he signed a 3-year contract. They cut him. Once they cut him, his money went from, because he was an undrafted guy, from guaranteed to non-guaranteed, but from a 3-year deal to a 2-year deal. So he's on a 2-year, $1.7 million contract. And what that means is that means he's going to get a pay increase this year, either mid-season or give it to him now. I say give it to him now. Here's the reason why. If you give it to him now and based on where he's going, I think you get a better deal. Hey, good morning, good morning. I think you get a better deal. If you wait until mid-season and he's at about 700-800 yards because of opportunity, we're going to pay Adam Thielen money to him, and then the time maybe we'll get him on a 3-year deal. On that 3-year deal, now you got the same problem again. 3 years from now, Legette's 5-year deal is up. Is 4 years plus is his deal is up. And once his deal is up, what happens is, say you get him for 3, now you got both him and Legette coming up at the same time. And you just paid this guy, say, $4 million a year, $3 to $4 million a year. Now what you're going to do? You got to pay him more money than you pay Legette. And then you can't keep both of them at that time frame. What'd you say, 704? Let me see what you said. Putting the show. Well, yeah, somebody got to go. I think the person that has to go is the old man in the room, which is Adam Thielen. And you try to trade him now and get something out of him, 5th round pick, if you're lucky. And you take that 5th round pick, you roll into a safety next year. Plus, what it does is allow for us to get more opportunity for the young guys. Because we got to get Horn on the field. We got to get Coker on the field. We still got Hunter Renfrow. And we got X. And we have Legette. Legette, and we have T-Mac. So automatically you got 5 receivers you're trying to get on the field. Maybe you take one of the new guys and sign one of them, but 5 receivers is normally what you're going to keep on a roster. And you bring the other guys into, let's see what a PDG says. I'll get rid of Adam. Okay. Yeah, and I keep Hunter. Because Hunter can provide the necessary mentorship. I agree. Flame for Jesus. Gifted 5 Black Cat Panther Network memberships. Appreciate you, Flame. Appreciate you, Flame. Hey, good morning, Flame. Hey, let's say what we got here, PG. Yep, I'll let the young man get all the young guy get experience, and the person in the room to provide the mentorship should be Hunter. It should be Hunter, and Hunter can provide the mentorship. And with the 5, then you can actually keep David Moore. So you have David Moore and Hunter there for mentorship. And then next year you get rid of David Moore, and you bring one of the guys from practice squad up. Now your money situation in that room is actually pretty good. Unfortunately, this video is not going to be able to be played, not now, unless a Q jumps in. But I'm going to read off the stats. So what we have is Legette last year, 48 catches, 84 targets, 48 catches, 497 yards, 4 touchdowns. Coker, 40. Make sure I got this right. Look like 42. Yeah, it looked like 42 targets, 32 catches, 478 yards, 2 touchdowns. Coker. That's about half of the number of targets you sent to Legette, and you only gained about 20 yards. So, and Coker played in both the slot and also the outside. What we got, Flame for Jesus? Good morning, everyone. I hope we'll have a blessed week. Thank you, Flame. Thank you for the $5 super chat. So if look like this is not going to work today. There we go. What's up, Go?
What's up, Joe? Hey, you need a screen share?
Yeah. Is that better?
You need your screen share, Wiley?
Yes.
Pull it up.
Hold on a second.
Pull it up. I'll pull it up for you.
Okay. I'm pulling in a video on YouTube. Okay, I got. Okay, where we at? I pulled it up, Goat, but I. Let me split my screen here.
Yeah. Split your screen.
Let me add it. I can't add it. I'm on my iPad.
Oh no, you ain't gonna be able to do it on the pad.
Okay, never mind then. But I was having issues with my computer earlier. Let me make sure these headphones.
Yeah. You're only gonna be able to do it on your computer. You ain't gonna be able to do it on the pad.
Yep.
Okay. All
right. I'm about to leave these headphones off today because I'm having all kind of technical issues. It's all good though. Can you hear me? Hey, Go. Can you hear me? Hey, there we go. So, seems like we're having some issues here. There you go. Okay, so you dropped out. What we got, Flame? I think the offense would need to average about 20. Yes, we that's what we said the other day. 28 points. 28 points per game will actually get us top 10 offense. Matter of fact, let me drop the link, guys, because apparently this is not working that well today. But I could drop the link so that way we can get some interaction. Link is dropped. There we go. What we got here? 5 wins? Yeah, I don't think 5 wins is a good thing, but I think we're gonna get more than 5 wins. There we go. All right, guys. I dropped the link. You can come on in and join the show. Apparently, I'm having all kind of technical issues today, and I don't know why. I use this Monday, so it's kind of odd. I would have to do some QA/QC after this. But I looked at a lot of different podcasts last night, a lot of Panther podcasts, and what I found is the question that the same thing we addressed in our show, which is okay, the receiving core. and then the difference between those two receivers. I think those two receivers differences are not that great, and I believe that if we actually keep one of if we keep if we actually keep both of them now, we have another year to make a decision. But get rid of Hunter. I mean, excuse me, Adam right now. That way, it allow us to have a a real good receiving core and build towards the future. I think I'm still on. Hmm. A 336 Boston or someone in the chat. Go ahead and if I'm still on, give me a thumbs up because I can't tell here. Matter of fact, I think it's. I'm gonna try to play another video here. Okay, good to go. All right, so yeah, it's kind of different here when you're on the show by yourself. Okay, kid. All right, good to go. All right, so I was looking at last night. I looked at if you get the opportunity, it's a curtain call replays. I'll put that in the chat. Let me put that in the chat. It's called curtain call replays. Okay. All right, I'm putting this in the chat now. It's called curtain calls replays. Curtain calls. Hey, I appreciate your videos, man. Curtain calls broke down both Jalen Coker and also Leggett. And the one thing about the videos I liked about it was just the facts. There were no opinions in it. It just ran across. It ran down all the different information regarding the actual receivers. And go. What I found is I actually got to see every single play that both of those young men were part of, whether it was a complete pass, a catchable pass, or touchdown. Reverses, every single play for that year was there for both receivers. Some of those targets, those 84 targets for Leggett, probably 30% of those were not catchable. So saying Leggett got targeted 84 times and he was targeted 44 times is kind of like a red herring. Because what I found is a lot of those catches that Leggett he was targeted with was bailout plays. So those were not plays that were actually plays that were going to be provide any type of uh, we're going to provide any type of oh, we got flame for Jesus again. There we go. I think I already did that one. Okay, I got you, flame. Yeah, we're going to provide any kind of opportunity for a first down or even a catch. It was more like Bryce was dumping the ball to get rid of it, and he was putting Leggett in a lot of bad situations. So then I looked at the catches that were some similar to Coker. The difference is by the time Coker got the opportunity to play, uh, our quarterback was a better quarterback because when he came back after the benching, what it did is Coker got the opportunity to play more that time of the year versus the beginning of the year. A lot of the beginning of the year, when Bryce first started, the first couple games, he targeted Leggett a lot, but there were a lot of bad passes. What's up, Goat?
What's going on, man? I got a minute or two before I got to go in the building. Well, this is what I'm trying to
Okay.
figure out.
All right.
Now, I've been telling y'all that Thielen needs to move on. Now y'all acting like this is such a prolific thing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just had this epiphany or something like that. I told y'all this before the season started. Because
Yes.
you got the young boys and you have to stretch the ball down the field when you're talking about an explosive receiving core. If if
Mm-hmm.
if the quarterback cannot get these young boys the ball behind these safeties and things like that, then guess what? His ass got to move on. But once you get a young explosive receiving core, and like you said, normally
Yep.
any other team carries 5 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And then you maybe have 2 on the practice squad, something like
Correct.
that. You know what I'm saying? That you
Mm-hmm.
bring up, injury, anything like that. Something start to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we have always done that. What's the difference now? Why are we carrying 7
We
in
shouldn't carry seven.
or at camp with 7 receivers? I mean, think about it.
Mm-hmm.
How's that ball getting distributed at camp? Who's getting the
Well,
reps? You see what I'm saying? Who's getting
yeah.
rapport with the quarterback? Yeah, I mean it's going to be more detrimental. You know what I'm saying? Than
Mm-hmm.
helpful at some point in time. It ain't but one ball. I told y'all that. You got
Yeah.
all these weapons on offense. Get them more
Mm.
weapons. Get them more. I told somebody about that last night, bruh.
Yeah.
You're too lopsided already on the offense. But see,
Yeah.
everybody don't see that. Get him in.
Well,
Uh
yeah.
huh.
Well, yeah. I look at it like this. David Moore, I think, is going to get cut. They're going to put him on the practice squad because they don't want to guarantee his money for the year, right? Because of he's if he plays one game, he's guaranteed for the whole year. So I think they're going to cut him for that reason and bring him back. Get an opportunity to bring him back. So that means, to me personally, you get rid of this opportunity to trade Adam away, have David Moore and Hunter as your guys, right, for mentorship and some stability, because David Moore, Coker, uh, and Hunter will be the stability guys. You know what I mean? They'll be the stability guys. You don't necessarily need Adam for what you got Adam for initially. So let him go. And if David Moore gets picked up, it's okay. You got Hunter, and you got a good actual good team,
Well,
and you
I
got two
mean,
guys that are undrafted. You can put on those practice squad. Go ahead.
you could keep Adam Thielen. You could get rid of Hunter Winfro and David Moore. You could get rid of Adam Thielen
Hmm.
and David Moore. Keep Hunter Winfro. It's so many combinations that you could
Yeah.
do to
Why
get
would you
rid of
get
these
rid of?
guys. But this is my thing. This is my thing.
Hmm. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, y'all keep saying this mentorship, this and this and that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
A lot a lot of time these guys don't mentor like that. You know what I'm saying? These guys are not on the sideline coaching or whatever. That's why you got wide receivers coaches. That's
Hmm.
why you got other than that, other than going in the room and one guy actually taking charge of the room, you have a wide receivers coach
Yeah, I know,
that's been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
I
These
know,
guys are professional. Other
I
than
know.
going in the room,
Yeah. See.
other than going in the room,
Yep.
the veteran presence is not like that. And then maybe the young guy, the rookie, sees how the other guy practices or how he rolls or something like that. By
Yeah.
mid-season,
Yeah.
half these guys ain't even fucking talking to each other, bro. Or or they're jockeying for playing time for each other because they're in competition with each other. Don't
Yeah.
don't don't
Yeah.
forget that. See, y'all make a whole thing
Yeah.
about
But
these guys. This is a mentorship and stuff like that. No,
yeah.
no, it's not. No, it's not. Not all the time. Not all the time. Now you may have somebody like Thielen that may be thinking about coaching later on. So you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying. So he's getting a little practice in, or
Yeah.
he's getting, you know what I'm
See.
saying, or
See.
something like that. But
Now, yes, Thielen's doing it, right? Thielen's doing
yeah,
it.
other than that, I mean, it's not that big of something. You're talking about this veteran coming in here, this veteran presence, and this veteran. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. But
it's
the
it's
thing
it's
about it
it's, it's
is,
not all what everybody makes
no,
it
but
out
you,
to be.
yeah, but you need somebody that been in a big game before, right? When a big game comes up, that's why you got Hunter, or you. I'd say keep Hunter for that reason because what it does is, if you got somebody that been in a big game before, the big game won't be too big for them. You understand? Now, none of our receivers on this receiving core has been in a big game in college. None of them. Less known in the NFL. So you need to have somebody that been there before for that reason, you know, so that we can calm the room down. Because yes, you got a coach, but not everybody listen to the coach. Go, come on now.
Well, what I'm saying is no. Well, who gonna listen to, like you said, do is Adam Thielen walking around with a bunch of rings on his finger?
No, but at least Hunter has been a college, won a couple things in college.
Come
Both
on,
of them
man.
got thousand. Both hold on. Both of them 1,000 yard receivers in the NFL.
Mm,
So
mm.
they can say, hey, look, I know how to get 1,000 yards. You want to get 1,000 yards? I can show you how to get there. Now, most guys are going to respect that because they'll be able to see there's a difference between college and also the NFL, and that's why Adam brung them when they remember they had the offensive guys went up to release the receivers and the quarterback went to Minnesota. That was
Hmm.
Adams. That was Adams' facility. You see what I'm saying? He's trying
And
to mentor these guys. Go ahead.
I understand that, Wiley. I mean, that looks good. Everybody goes, you know what I'm saying, to and you, it's the veteran or the quarterback or whatever that takes the young guys, before
Hmm.
everything on a trip, what I'm saying, somewhere or whatever. That's expected.
Yeah.
But a lot of times y'all make a whole pile out of this veteran or this other guy. The the
Yeah.
the Carolina Panthers right now
Hmm.
are not set up to go long. You understand what I'm saying? This
True.
this 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 is nothing but basically a interview session. You know what I mean? It's a glorified interview session to seek or evaluation.
Hmm.
Glorified evaluation, interview session, whatever. That's why they put so much on this offensive side of the ball. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. What
Well.
you gut your defense. Gut your defense. If you're sitting up there gearing up to go long in December
Hmm.
and January, why would you gut your defense? You see what I'm
That's
saying? It
yeah,
makes no sense. You put
yeah.
everything you could on that side of the ball to evaluate your quarterback.
Correct. But here's the deal. Some
Period.
Supernova said,
Period,
yeah.
Wiley.
Okay, okay. Let me read a couple of these chats. Supernova said, every quarterback needs weapons. Stop hating. It's too early for this.
There's
And then
nobody. There's nobody. Supernova. There's nobody in the league got five receivers, bro. Nope.
no,
Nobody.
no.
Nobody in the league, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. Y'all really do got to stop. Every time somebody says something, y'all let clear common sense just go out the fucking window. Just go out the
True.
damn window. You ready? You walking around with your fist balled up. I like
Yeah.
like I said, I can't wait till the eighth or the ninth down there in Jacksonville.
Uh, it's gonna be
Can't
ugly.
wait. I got a front row seat. I will be. I'm down there. I can't
uh,
wait.
I can't. Hey, I can't wait till the season start. Hey, good morning, Logic. Good morning, Logic. All right. So what we got here? We got a 3-3 Boston. I keep Thielen over Moore and Renfro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. You can do that 3-3-6. You can keep Thielen, or you can cut the other two.
Yeah,
You
but
you 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 you,
he
you can cut
old as
Thielen and cut Moore. You
Yeah,
know what I
he's
mean?
old.
Why would you
He's
bring?
old.
Why you bring? But look, why would you bring more back, Wiley, when you could probably get somebody else off the waiver wire? Another young guy, youth,
Because
man, youth, youth,
did you
youth.
did you hear what the coach said?
Who is that?
Uh,
Who are you talking about? Canales?
yeah,
What he say?
He said more when he was the quarter. I mean, he was the receivers coach. Moore was the guy that he got from some small college, and Moore was the guy that he developed into an NFL player.
It's familiar to him. He's got nostalgia with it. You know what I'm saying?
Correct,
That's your
correct.
guy. I mean, come on,
I'm
man.
just saying.
How far is that gonna take you, Wiley? Really? Because this is your guy. You know how some people hang on to shit too long?
Hmm. Yeah.
Same thing, bro. You probably got clothes hanging in your closet that you should have threw the fuck away a long time ago, right?
Hey, I clean out every spring.
Okay.
Every spring
There you
I
go.
get rid of
There
it.
you
I
go.
get rid of it.
There you go. There, there you go.
Yeah, I got to. I got to, man. Uh, Jason Long said,
If you don't, guess what's gonna happen? Just
"What's that?"
a big a clusterfuck mess. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep,
A
yep.
disorganized mess.
True. Jason Long said he would that they would cut Thielen. The Panthers front office expect to win. They're not trading Thielen. Okay. And then everybody keeps saying of Thielen, "Oh, Jesus, Thielen's a hot belly. Oh, Jesus. It's, I guess everybody loves Thielen.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they do. I really don't.
Eh,
You know what I'm saying?
eh,
Understand
eh, Big
when he
Driver
first
said we
come
keep
here.
trying to trade him. Yeah, go ahead.
When he first came here, he wasn't shit. Man, Adam Thielen, damn man, what the fuck we wouldn't got now, boy. Better not talk about Thielen.
You ain't lying. Flavor G said, remember this. Adam last year was here, right? I took him. It was a. I looked for him to retire and go to a contender next year. We still are way off from being a consistent winner. Hey,
Thank you,
I
Flame.
believe. I believe. Hey, Flame, I agree. I'm saying we need to give a young man some time. And there's no hate on Thielen. This is the hard part about it. There's no hate on Thielen. It's just the if Thielen's still around, Leggett ain't gonna get no play. Cause they're gonna play Coker. So I'm just saying.
How you know that they gonna play Coco? Just like they gonna play Coco.
Because look at all the times when Bryce has a problem. Who are you looking for? Thielen or Coker?
No, it ain't.
So
No, it ain't. Why?
oh yes he is. Thielen or Coker. So if you keep come on, because the guys keep catching crazy balls, both of them. So if I'm in a pinch, I'm gonna throw it to a guy I know gonna catch the ball. Even our coach said, you play the guys to earn the right to be there.
That's easy to say, man. You're not gonna play a UDFA significant minutes when you got your first round draft pick right there that you're still trying to evaluate. Last year, when that boy was a rookie, they
Hmm.
said he couldn't even evaluate him until they got to Andy start them
Hmm.
5 games. They
Hmm.
couldn't even evaluate. So now y'all want to get rid of the kid. Y'all
No,
want to get rid of Excel
I didn't say get rid of him.
after he cash here. You know what I'm saying, dude? They want to get rid of Excel before they get rid of Thielen. Before they, well, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, half y'all motherfuckers couldn't build a damn team.
I
Half,
know. Hey, hey,
half these motherfuckers
hey.
couldn't build a damn team. Boy,
Uh
I tell you,
huh. Hey man, you remember you were talking all that smack talking about your team building skill. And Dan done came to the party. He said, you can't take his job, brother. You can't take his job.
man.
Hey, what we got here? What we got here? Uh, Supernova says, Flame fans are going to always complain about something, especially since Bryce has been here. Hey, I agree. I agree. What we got here? We got a 336 Boston. I don't understand y'all destroying Bryce, but good. and get on your ass trying to ride and fight for XL. That's true. Hey, there you go.
Well, 336.
Ed,
This is what I see about XL. This is what I have seen from XL.
go ahead.
I've seen the kid put in work, his cuts, catching with his hands, his route running ability, things like that. I've seen the improvement from South Carolina. I watched him at South Carolina now. He was nothing more than a 50-50 ball catcher. They damn near ran a spread offense. Spencer, throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Go up and get it. That was his thing. That's what they thought he was going to do over here. But once again, the opportunity in the NFL ain't like that, especially when your quarterback holds on to the ball and don't throw that 50-50 ball like that, and not at a high percentage. So
Yeah.
it didn't work. So for him to do that, he had to start learning how to run routes a little bit more efficiently,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what he did. Y'all wait and y'all see him this year right here. I
I,
seen him put. I've been seeing the videos and stuff. Put in work. I looking at his feet.
yeah, well, I hope he has a significant jump because Coco's on his ass. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I
That's all
mean,
I'm saying.
if it is, it is. I want the best player on the field, regardless of who
Yeah,
it is. But I mean, like I say, I see when your improvement, you know,
yeah.
and what you can do. And don't miss he got speed. Excuse me, y'all. I was burping
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know what. But the speed. Y'all seen him
Mm-hmm.
running up there with Debo and all them boys like that and see, wide open
Yeah,
speed. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
he got to get behind the defense speed,
Yeah, he does.
explosive speed.
But so does Mr. Horn.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Uh,
that's right too. But that's what you do. You go get more speed, more speed, more speed.
mm-hmm.
That's how you win.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Hey, we got a super chat here. Flame for Jesus says, as long as Adam is here, it'll hurt the young guys. Uh, he's Bryce security blanket. That's who Bryce has went to for 2 years. Yes, you're right, Flame. But last year, Coker started taking some of Adam's shine. When I wish I could have played that video because it showed how in third down or situations where he really needed to make a play, he was either going to Coker or going to Adam. hmm See, even 336 Boston says, facts, Wiley. See, Coker his ass. I just said, go.
Well, I mean, hey, like I said, man, it's opinionated. You know what I'm saying? Show. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah,
Everybody got their opinion.
yeah,
I mean, that's that's
yeah,
that's what this is all about.
yeah.
That's what
Because
this is all about.
I was sitting here. I looked at probably last night. I looked at 10 different Panthers. Well, excuse me, 7 Panthers and three ones that were talking about the Panthers. And this was the discussion which I found interesting and the different points of views about it. At the end of the day, it's a meritocracy. You're supposed to earn your way in the NFL.
Yeah.
If Leggett, unfortunately, get caught up in the where he didn't get a great opportunity, it's called the NFL. Because if Bryce is more comfortable with Coker, though they would love for Leggett, because Coker's not a talker, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to be on on no, commercials and nothing, you know? Le, Leggett will be the guy to represent the Carolinas. But you got to come to the field and put it on the field,
And I understand what you're saying. And my thing is this with Ted McMillan, Xavier
hmm
Leggett, and Jalen Coker right there. Why couldn't that be a trio right here for years to come in Carolina? What's the average age of them boys right there? 22, 23 years old?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a great damn problem to have.
Oh,
What the
we
what
ain't
the
never
hell
had
are
this
we
problem.
talking about?
We never had this problem.
Well, I mean, really, what the hell are we talking about? You got three dynamic young receivers right here under one roof right now.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, you ain't got to see him for at least 4 more years. You just drafted him. The other one you ain't got to see for another 3. And this one right here, you better go ahead and lock him on up.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and lock him on up
Mm-hmm.
right now before. Well, you ain't really got to like
Yeah, you do.
run.
This
And
this
no,
is
no, no,
last year.
no, 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 you don't. Because let's be realistic. Who really is getting ready to value Jalen Coker and give him what is say wide receiver 2 money right now? Nobody's
Wide
giving him
receiver.
legit wide
Let
receiver
me
2
go.
money right now.
Let me look that up.
That's
That's a good
probably
question.
what y'all saying, $8 million or something like that?
Yeah, he ain't getting a wide receiver too money.
No.
Not big money. He may get some, decent money. Not no big.
Come on, y'all. What are we talking about?
Cause wide receiver two money. Uh, here we go. I'm on sports track. This thing should come open now. So we'll say who's a wide receiver two? We'll say wide receiver. Nah, they ain't getting that kind of money. See, even Denver guy getting 23 million.
Who is that?
Sutton. He let's see here.
Yeah,
Let's get a wide receiver.
so do you put Coker with Sutton? Hell no. Or
Judy getting 17 million.
yeah.
Huh?
So what that boy name over there in Minnesota? Golly. Uh
No, no,
hey
no.
man, I appreciate that y'all saying, I try to be a good podcaster every now and then.
there,
Ha.
you, there
Hey,
you go. I'm
um
looking. I'm looking for another guy here.
who would be hey in the chat, man.
What? Okay, Brown,
Who would y'all say?
Marquise Brown from
Hollywood Brown,
Kansas City.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he
okay,
getting
Hollywood
seven
Brown.
million dollars. He
Okay.
getting 7 million a year.
You see what I'm saying? So is in the chat, is he Hollywood Brown, y'all? Is he Hollywood Brown? And Hollywood done been to a couple teams already, you know what I'm saying? So you
Hmm.
damn near, you know, would you put him with Hollywood Brown?
Yeah, I would.
You put him with Hollywood already?
Well, Golden Tate. Okay, Golden Tate. They're still playing, right? Golden Tate makes
No.
4.5 million a year.
That's a
Lockett.
Golden Tate like a veteran. Okay.
Okay,
I say
Lockett.
go
Lockett.
Tyler
Lockett
Lockett.
is
Yes,
he's
I
making
mean,
$4 million.
yeah.
He's making four million
See,
dollars a year.
you see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
you lock him up for the 4 mil because you got to sign. You ain't got to.
Hmm.
And when does that contract has to be signed? Is it a time on it? It's
End
not
of the
no
year.
time on it for this. It's the end of the year, end of the
Hmm.
calendar year. Hell,
Yeah.
that's next March, right?
Hmm. You can
But you don't.
franchise
Now you
tag him
don't.
there.
You wouldn't want him to do nothing crazy, far as
Hmm.
go out there and get 1,500 yards or something like that. You know what I
See,
mean? But
exactly.
I mean, you go ahead and lock him in for what and you got one of the numbers guys around there in Brent Tillis, so he'll tell
Hmm.
you how much is worth to them. So and
Oh,
he right now he gonna sign that contract. I don't give a
yeah, he
damn. He
gonna
gonna
he gonna
sign
sign
that
it.
contract.
We got a $10 super check from Flame G says, in my opinion, we wasted a number 8 pick. Oh, woo! Oh, that's we needed defense. We did need defense, but if Tech comes out there with his dude, ooh, I don't know if that's a wasted pick. Cause look, that's
See that
uh,
hey, that's
hey,
controversial there, Flame, because
Flame
these
something
cats
else.
right here wanna get. So you see what Supernova said as soon as I said, well, you get so many weapons for you get. That's what you do. That's what you do. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
But you make one side of the ball lopsided, man. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense and defense. And if you want to go long in
Mm-hmm.
December and January,
You're gonna need those
you gotta
bodies.
have a defense. You gotta have a
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah.
And there's no way in hell that a competent GM or franchise said, "Oh well, let me let year before last, let me let about 4 or 5 of my key pieces on defense walk, so I can go get guards and whatever else for the offense side of the ball," and think that
Mm-hmm.
they were going to win in
Yeah.
December and January. No
Yeah.
way.
No. No.
If they did, they some of the biggest fools. You know what I'm saying? We got bigger problems than what we got on the field because the
Mm-hmm.
damn offense ain't hitting on shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we could probably get away with. I'm looking at these, because some of these guys are still in their rookie deals. About between $4 and $7 million a year for Coker. I think they're gonna be between 4 and 7 million for Coker. If he comes back and he gets 800 yards, and he won't have 1,000 because they didn't give him an opportunity to because there's too many balls to go around. So I think that'll be one of those deals there.
Yeah, well, or you say not enough balls to go around.
Yeah, exactly. It won't be enough. So he
Hmm.
won't get to 1,000 not because he can't. It's just there ain't enough opportunity, and that's what his agent going to be talking about, and they may get him up to $7 million if we're lucky. All right, we got a few super chats here. Okay. Doom says you making some points that go. Okay, and then we got Supernova. Supernova said we drafted 2 defensive players the next 2 rounds. I agree. We did. It didn't all go offense. Justin Long says Hollywood Brown is a journeyman at this point. True, but
Hold
he's
on,
still
hold
making
on. Let me
seven
let me
million.
let me let me let me get highlight the
Go ahead.
supernova right now. You know what I'm saying? I roll past that. See, we drafted 2 defensive players in the next 2 rounds and still got elite wide receiver. Yeah, supernova. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Wiley? Right there. This is
Yeah,
this is key right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
This is key right here. All that damn drafting and all that stuff I told y'all and preaching I did. You
Mm-hmm.
didn't listen, Supernova. You didn't listen. You didn't listen worth a damn. You don't listen.
Tell him again.
Every time the draft, every click on that board, I told y'all that the talent level starts to go down, 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 down. This was uh, a once every at least 5 years defensive draft, and the Carolina Panthers needed defense. Forget everything else, cause see niggas like to say we turned in the worst defense ever, but you went and got your boy a wide receiver, and guess what?
Yes.
Oh fuck it, yeah, 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 yeah. We need a weapon. We need a weapon. Y'all is some of the flip floppiest
Yep.
jokers I ever seen in my life. Tap in now if you want to say something. There go the link in the chat. There go the link because you did it. Y'all did it. Y'all did it. Man, the defense sucked. The defense sucked. But you took your number 8 overall
Yeah.
when you could
Yeah.
have traded it down, picked up another. So it wasn't man to me. The first 3 picks in that draft should have been defense. The first 3,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we could have got damn near
Linebacker too.
generational linebacker, corner, safety, whatever. We could have got just straight talent, you know what I'm saying, across that board. And that defense would have been sitting there. And maybe now that team would you could have took that scale or you could have took that pendulum and you could have started playing complimentary ball. We might have got our ass whipped a little bit, but you know what I'm
But
saying?
but
We
yeah,
could have
that
come
takes
back.
time to improve. It takes
Yeah,
time to
exactly.
improve. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm all right with that when I see this
Mm-hmm.
young talent on that field.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got 7 damn wide receivers, Come on, man. I got 7 wide receivers and no linebacker,
Yeah, that's that
no
linebacker
corner.
position. Corner, we may be able
After
to
J.C.
survive this year.
Horn,
I don't know.
come
Thornton
on,
looked
man.
pretty good, man. We'll see. We'll find out. Once they start
That's
playing,
what I'm
we'll find
saying.
out.
That's yet to be seen. That's yet
Yeah.
to be seen. You're talking about an unproven commodity, man.
Yeah. Well,
You don't know. I don't know.
yeah. Well, I think I think that you know, like I said, we made a lot of we Flame said we made no improvements anywhere except there. We made lateral moves, pretty much.
I'm with you, Flame. Flame get it, man. Flame get it. Flame, that's my guy. He gets it.
Hold on, let's see what Flame says right here. He said, "I don't hardly do anything on defense. We only improve D line. We did improve the D line. Now, I gotta say that because last year the D line was straight trash. Now it may not be as good as we wanted to be, goat, but it ain't straight trash.
Well, once again, that's yet to be seen, Wiley, because you ain't seen it, and I know people
Yeah.
gonna say, oh man, you know, like you took other people's rotational players or guys that they said, man, we went in the draft and we upgraded. See, that's what they saying. A
Well,
lot of those guys that we got, come on, Wiley. A
now come
lot of
on now.
this, now
So
how does that work? How does that work?
now we've been talking good
How does
about
that work?
about the Rams defense, right? About the Rams defense. But that defense didn't play that good without Bobby Brown there. Come on now.
So who replaced Bobby Brown? I don't know. I ain't been keeping up with the Rams like that.
I
But
don't
who
know.
who
I can
replaced him?
check. I'll check.
Who's gonna replace him? Did they go in the draft? What? Who did they draft? Just look at their draft. Who did
All
they
right, let me
draft?
look at it. Flame got a super chat here. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
So you gotta see who did they draft. I'm not on my pad. I'm on the phone, so
I
I
got you.
can't.
I got you. I got you. Uh, where is it? That elite linebacker could
Let's just tell
okay.
the Ram. Who did they draft?
Okay, hold on a second. Mm, I'm going to it now.
They
NFL
may they
draft.
may have because they may have went offense because their defense is young anyway.
Yeah, but Bobby Brown was a key piece on the defense.
Nah, no, no, he wasn't a catalyst. If they'd have signed him back, then Wiley, y'all got to stop that, man.
uh, Rams. There we go. Their need was okay. What did they have? Oh, this is loading. Oh, it says, where is it that elite linebacker would
Who did they
could
draft?
have been? Oh, they drafted.
Who
Oh, this thing. Hold on a second. It say they drafted a tight end,
didn't
an
they trade?
edge.
They traded back, didn't they?
Mm, yeah, well, yeah. They drafted a tight end. They drafted an edge. They drafted a running back, a D tackle, uh,
Where
a
they draft that D
linebacker.
tackle at? Where they draft that D tackle at?
Fifth round from
They
Ohio
drafted
State.
it. So pull him up.
All right, let me look at his measurables here. Trying to click on him here.
Who was that?
Ty Hamilton.
Oh, Ty Hamilton.
Yeah.
Ty Hamilton. He's a run stuffer.
Yeah, that's what they replaced their run stuffer with
That's
a run
that, that,
stuffer.
that that's Bobby Brown. They got his fucking replacement in the 5th round.
Hmm.
He not a 3 tech, he a run stuffer. You see what I'm saying?
Both of them are run stuffers.
But what I'm saying, they went in the draft and replaced him versus paying him money. They let him
Correct.
walk.
Correct.
Come on, man.
They're gambling. Yeah.
That ain't no gamble.
I don't know, man.
That's a
We'll
up.
see.
That's a
We'll see.
up. Oh man, Well, y'all got to learn how to build a team. That's an up and coming team. The Rams came in there and look at what they finished last year. What were their record last year? They came on toward the end right there, and they got a
Yeah.
young up and coming defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they say Matt Stafford, and then they were talking about Matt Stafford probably gonna be there 2 more years or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they trying to either find a quarterback, develop a quarterback, or do something like that. That's their biggest worries right now. The time is ticking.
Well,
But
that's true.
you just said they went and got a tight end, a running back, and
Edge,
something else,
tight end,
and an
running
edge.
back, tackle, linebacker, and the receiver.
They double dipped on defense last year
Mm-hmm.
with them young boys that panned
They
out.
tripled out. They got edge, a tight end. I mean, an edge, D tackle, and a linebacker this year.
Come on, man. Y'all see what they doing? Do
Mm-hmm.
you see what they doing?
Yeah, Flame basically saying instead of getting tech, we could have got a linebacker, we could have got a safety, we could have got a monster defensive tackle. You know, that's true. Everything you saying is true, Flame. I can't sit here and say otherwise. I can't say, I, you know, but some of these guys go, but I think a couple of them may pop. If two of our free agents pop, three at the best, that'd be the best we've done. We don't do good in free agency.
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but you know as well as I do, Wiley, you don't build a team not for the
True,
future in
true.
free agency.
But that's why we got Cam Jackson. So Cam Jackson is a long
Yeah, yeah,
term
yeah,
guy.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's a
But
long term guy.
but if we'd have had the draft before we had free agency, then we could talk like this. But
Yeah,
since we
it
had
is.
free agency first, we addressed
And,
our gaps, and we didn't know what we were going to get in the draft. So when we got the opportunity, we doubled up.
and you messed around. You got Jaden Crumley last year, but you know what I'm saying, he stayed hurt most of the year,
Hmm.
so you don't know what you had in him.
Hey, what's up, driver? What's up, Q?
Yeah, you don't know what you had in
What's
him.
going
So
on? What's going on?
Ain't nothing
I
what's
to
hear
it,
up
man.
now?
That,
the tackle up here. What's going on?
hey, I think
I
it's
think
going
y'all
pretty
forgetting
good.
we took. I
What's
think y'all
that?
forgetting we took Cam Jackson out, and I think y'all
No, I just
discrediting
said
that
that.
boy
I
talent.
just
He
said
got
that. I
talent.
just said that we got Cam.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
mean,
I
yeah.
voted on
Wally
that one.
just yeah,
oh,
Wally
okay.
just said that. Wally just said that. Like I just said, we took and we took Jalen Crumley last year and Cam Jackson this year. You see what I'm saying? You're building for the future, but I mean, you looking at another year or so, or at least going
Hmm.
into what's that 2026 before those boys will start
That
showing
man
anything.
handle the motherfuckers right now. He handling people right now as we come on go.
You breaking up,
Now
Q?
see what
You
replacement. If
you
you can
breaking up a
see
little
old
bit,
boy
Q.
as a replacement,
Yeah, you breaking up a
You
little
breaking
bit
up,
there.
Q? You must have walked away from your phone or something. But what I'm talking about is this. You got the building blocks. I can see the direction that they're going. Now, of course, they just started and they haven't gotten there yet. But it's almost
Hmm.
like Flame said, another thing you say right there, this and that. On the way to building this thing right here, you don't get so lopsided on one side of the ball.
Correct, because
That's
eventually
my
you got
that's
to
my
pay
pet
people.
peeve.
You got to
Yeah,
pay
that's my
people.
that's my pet peeve. And
Eh,
somebody somewhere gonna go lacking. We had
Yep.
the right there, the last live right there toward the
hello.
end before I got off.
Clear
Yeah,
now. Go ahead, Q.
yeah, got you now. You clear now. Right there, that last live before
Yeah.
I got ready to get off, they were saying about a complete team. There's no complete super team like that. You know what I'm saying? In the NFL.
No, you're
Now
gonna have some
you're saying talking
gaps.
about say the Eagles or something. Thank you, Wiley. There you go. You know, you're not gonna do that because one, it's not sustainable. You can't afford it. You're not gonna be able to afford it. You ain't gonna be stacked at every fucking position.
We got an anomaly in Baltimore this year. Baltimore for 1 year, this year only, I believe they're the most stacked team in the NFL.
Well, they trying to go get that bowl. They know their
Yeah,
window is closing. They
yeah.
trying to go get that bowl.
But they are stacked all the way around, man. No,
Yeah.
yeah. What's up, driver?
What it do? What it do? Good morning, fella.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
What up,
Yeah,
now?
I just wanted to touch on I guess Q already really touched on that, and you, Wiley, about the draft part of the discussion. But I just wanted to touch on to say that I think we kind of addressed the needs in the draft. I think we could have, like you say, went up and drafted a defensive player the first round, but I think that the situation that we're in right now, for is trying to see whether, like you say, the players that we have drafted before in the past, is they gonna hold up. So, you still got a lot of people that they're investing in at this point. I feel that they really want to see more results on the offensive end than rather on the
Yep.
defensive end.
Yep.
So that's just my opinion on it. Like I say, I ain't sold on the far as the front office. I'm inspired by what they didn't made in the transactions,
I,
but
I I
you know,
agree. We need
I'm
to
just not
at the end of the
sold.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm not sold on the ownership. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of
yeah.
y'all, like I say, I half the time I'm really not disagreeing with the logic that y'all making, but I just think y'all put so much onto the players and not really focusing on the front office. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mm,
y'all say that we
okay.
should have took defense, in the first round, and they went offense. You get what I'm saying? So if that backfire and like you say that don't work out,
Yep.
it's still gonna be, well, it's the quarterback or it's this, instead of just looking at the front office and saying why they didn't go defense. You get what I'm saying? See, that's why I look at situations. Like I say,
I
I'm not in
yeah.
the
If
telling you
one
that, yeah,
if one of
my
those
opinion.
linebackers, if the one of those linebackers in the first round turned into Luke Kuechly, we're gonna kick ourselves because we had the opportunity to get every single one of them because they all were
Damn right.
drafted after our pick. So if
You
one of them
damn
turned
right.
into Luke to Kuechly and we needed that, and we say, oh, well, but we got these defensive ends, right? Well,
Well, well, Wiley,
yeah.
let
What's
me
up,
ask you a
Howard?
question. Let me ask
Yo,
Driver a
what's up?
question, and everybody right here on the panel. Let's say, okay, you building a team. What's the first position you gonna pick? If y'all just like you lined up back in the day and we're gonna play kickball or something like that. What's the first position you gonna pick?
I'm gonna start with my interior line. Just depends on what I need. An offensive, defensive line. If I need an offensive line, I'm gonna go offensive line. If there's more need, but I think our offensive, where we at. But I would have went defensive line if that's where
Why?
I'm building my
Why would?
team with.
Well, I mean, let me ask you something. Just like you were playing kickball or whatever, and you was in the first, second, third grade, right? Or whatever, fifth grade, whatever. You got picked for a captain. You got picked for a captain. Guess what? You know who you gonna pick? The next best player or the next athlete in that class. That's who you getting ready to pick. The next best person in that in the right there in the group. The
Mm-hmm.
next athlete. That's who you gonna pick. You're gonna pick your quarterback first. You're gonna pick the next best athlete, whether that's a running back. You getting ready to pick a dynamic athlete, regardless.
I mean, yeah, if you just talking about, but you can't do that if you ain't got nobody blocking for them. You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
saying you going through a draft or whatever, you building a team, bro. It's not overnight. You're not microwaving this. You understand what I'm saying?
Good
You're
morning,
gonna pick your
fellas.
line. You're gonna pick this and that. What's up, Howard?
Good morning,
Hey,
Howard.
But
man. What's up, bro?
you're gonna pick the best player right there. You know what I'm saying? At that point in time, to start building that team. So I mean, and the defense was the one that was suffering. The
Yeah,
defense, the
yeah.
one that turned in.
Historical low.
Breaking bad numbers.
Historical low.
I don't understand. Historical low.
Going off of what they were saying about the last 10 games and how well Bryce played, I agreed he played better. You know, all I say is he didn't have a 10 and he played well, right? Y'all agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so why in the world, if he's coming off of that high, why are you going to go out? I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but why go offense? Why not go ahead and just go straight defense? You know, you had a Jalen Walker. You had a Jalen Walker right there, sitting right there. You know, that could have been the next Luke Kuechly. You never know. But why go back to offense again?
No,
it don't make sense.
It would have been that boy from Alabama, Howard. You know what I'm saying? We could have traded back and got Campbell from Alabama.
I like Campbell.
Traded back and got Campbell from Alabama. Is what we could. I
like Campbell.
We could have traded out the top 10 and got Campbell.
Yeah.
From Alabama.
And when I say that, a lot of people always say this. Yeah, a lot of people always say dumb things like, "You just don't want to see Bryce have more weapons." It ain't about that, because y'all already say Bryce is good from last year. Ted wasn't there. It was Coker. It was Thielen. It was Leggett, and they went double time, triple time on wide receivers. Hell, they got Horn. They got Ted. Now they got Winfro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Come on now.
I mean, that just that's like a cause reaction. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't know they was gonna be able to get Jimmy Horn or Winfro. Winfro, he was sick. You know what I'm saying? This man was out the league. He came.
Yeah, he was sick.
You get what I'm saying? So that's just like that's hard to say that we didn't need a wide receiver.
Why did we need him if he played so well? No, they're claiming. Hold up now, with the receivers he had, and I still believe Coker is a number one to me. I still believe that's a number one. Okay, and I don't care what nobody say, but if he played exceptionally well in these last 10 games. If he's doing good right there, what else you need? You need 2 more wide receivers, 3 more wide receivers?
No, but
come on, man, it don't make no sense, dog.
But after this, how many wide receivers played well last year?
You mean how many played well?
I'm asking you, Coker and who else?
Coker, Thielen,
and who else?
And Leggett was okay. He had some drop passes, but he wasn't bad.
He was okay.
But only thing I'm gonna say is he's still a rookie. Hell, Ted is a rookie, right?
But you still missing the point.
I'm just saying, isn't Ted?
No,
Adam got hurt, right? But isn't Ted a rookie?
So if Adam get hurt, and then he only played good and subpar, and Coker was the best wide receiver we had, which is undrafted. Why would we not go out and try to address the wide receiver room?
Yeah, but you said he got hurt. We ain't getting no tip because somebody got hurt. Don't use that. That ain't the reason why, right there.
No, because Adam said that he's going to retire.
But no, he got paid. He got paid, man.
I know all of that. He reported that he's retiring, then he came back. See, that's the difference.
Yeah, but come on, man. We got Horn. We went out there and drafted Horn, which I think is a problem. We got Horn. You know what I'm saying? We could have used that draft pick, to me, on a defensive end. I mean, not a defensive end. I'm sorry, a defensive player.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that, Howard. I'm telling you that you cannot expect a front office not to address something that showed you that last year that your undrafted receiver was your most, like you say, was the best wide receiver we had.
Right.
So you can't go into the
draft. How are you making that statement?
That don't make no sense right there. What you're saying, man?
That statement based on
because of where he was drafted. Because
you trying to make that statement on the numbers. The numbers don't.
I'm going out with what people are saying, like on the show. I'm not saying.
Yeah, but that don't make it right, man.
No,
that don't make it right.
No. What you did, driver, last year, you drafted Jatavion Sanders. And then you drafted a fucking wide receiver. You didn't use the damn tight end. You had him and Tommy last year. You didn't even use the fucking tight
And
end.
another one
You
this year
understand
too.
what I'm saying?
I
And
forgot
then you
about
had
that, Go.
another. Then you went and got Mitchell Evans this year.
Come on,
What the
man.
fuck is we doing, man?
Yeah, man, that's too much, man. Not for this little dude. Let him go out there and show his skills and talents.
Y'all need
Come on,
y'all
man.
don't, man. Don't do it, man. Don't
That's
do
just
it.
too much on that.
Don't do
That's
it.
too much,
Yeah.
man.
See, y'all try to make all these fucking excuses, and you got to go all around the bend to make the damn excuse. There ain't no excuse. You had enough. You had enough. For anybody else in the league, it'd have been a fucking enough.
Oh boy, for anybody else in the league, quote, they would flourish off of what Carolina had as wide receivers. I don't care if Leggett dropped 10 passes. You know the next year he coming right. You know that. So come on now. That's just too much on the offense. That's too much. I forgot about the tight end we drafted. We got another tight end. Got 3 of them now.
We are stacked. That's for sure.
On offense. On offense.
On
On offense.
offense.
On
Our
offense.
worst problem was
Now,
defense.
now, driver, I would agree with your statement if it was before the draft. If the free agency and the draft have switched around, that your statement is would be correct. However, since free agency happened before the draft, you knew you already had Hunter. You knew you already signed Adam for another year. So when you went for a receiver in the first round, the skill set is different than the skill set you have. I agree. Outstanding player, projected. It's just you had a historically bad defense, and you still have not addressed the stupid. Now, a middle linebacker to me is the craziest thing. Cause we could have got one no defensive end and a linebacker, but we go two defensive ends. But we signed defensive ends in the free agency. What is this? That's my problem. It's like we don't address the problems that we have, and we double down on the situation we done address. Uh,
Well, Wiley,
mhm.
y'all boys, I tell you, you're gonna see, and I don't want to hear shit when games is lost by that defense. And we cause don't even have no be like, well, I knew that was gonna happen. I hope y'all have that type of attitude right there. Like, well, I knew that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Right there toward the end of the game, and the defense give up a game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
gonna
want
be
to
the
hear it.
it's gonna be the linebacker.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Mhm.
I hope y'all know that. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be the linebacker.
Now, like I
Linebacker's
said,
gonna give up a critical play.
I got us winning anywhere from 6 to 8. And so to win 6 to 8, you're gonna have some games. That offense is gonna be clicking, you know what I'm saying, and doing that deal. And that defense ain't gonna have to do a lot. But it's gonna be some of them games that's gonna get lost. And that defense gonna get their ass whipped up and down that field. I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't act like this is a surprise.
Man,
Please
this
don't.
how y'all starting the morning off over here? A bunch of depressing shit.
Whoa,
God damn.
whoa, Mr. Sunshine himself. Mr. Sunshine himself.
So
Hey,
go, you
All
saying
this
that
goddamn
the
crying
reason
at
why we
6 in the
losing,
morning.
you saying the reason why we gonna fail this year because of the defense?
I didn't say fail, bro. I said if you win 6 to 8 games, shit, that's better than you did last year, right?
I mean, yeah, I
Is
ain't
that a
saying that
fair?
we
Is that a
start
failure?
perfect
What you
said we
looking
were
for? A
gonna
Super
go.
Bowl?
Nah, I thought you said we were only gonna get 6 wins, but you said 6 to 8. Okay.
I said 6 to 8, 6 to 8. I've been saying that every time I turn around. 6 to 8.
Okay.
But I mean, you ain't gonna do too much more without no defense.
that's true because they're gonna put us in the blender. Well, hopefully this year we can stop the run better, but it's the play action pass can kill us. linebackers, man.
That's true. That's
I'm
true.
just saying, we may stop the run, but hey, play action pass, man. My man looks slower than Josie Jews, man. Made Josie Jews like he was
Who you talking about? Ransom?
yeah.
Yeah. But
I was
yeah,
like,
I mean
Jews
not
look
Ran.
like
Why I
a
always call that boy Ransom? Rosenboom.
Rosenberg, yeah.
Yeah. I
Hey,
don't know why I always
Jews,
call
he
that boy
making
Ransom.
Jews like he was a sprinter.
Well,
I mean, right now, I feel like you can't really judge the defense right now. I mean, what y'all going off of to say that we just gonna be that horrible?
Okay.
I just want to know because
All
I
right. In
mean,
the preseason,
every position on the D line we upgraded.
no, it ain't D line. It's the linebacker core. I say it for a reason. Here's the reason. We were playing against Cleveland preseason game, right? I know it's preseason, but Rosenberg, he's what fifth year guy in the league, something like that. His job was to fill the hole, fill the gap. I think it was the B gap. He, if he'd have filled the gap like Luke did, or filled it like Joseph Jewell did last year, the running back would have got stuffed in the backfield. He played off enough where he waited on the lineman to reach him, and then because he was waiting on the lineman to reach him, the lineman actually chipped him, didn't even block him because he was out of position. He wasn't even in the hole no more.
Okay.
But we're playing against their second, third string guys. We're in a preseason game.
I'll ask you a question, bro. So
Yeah.
you think a bag could get over 100 tackles, be it out of position? I'll ask you the question, man.
Okay, that's a good question. Can you get 100 tackles being out of position? Okay. Last year, I remember our safety that we got rid of. How many tackles did he have? You remember?
I know. He was second in the league. I mean, on our team of tackles. I can't. I know you're talking about.
He had 100. Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods, yeah.
Why didn't we sign him back? He had over 100 tackles.
Because for one, Xavier Woods.
Go ahead, say
he lacked.
Okay.
Coverage.
See, there you go. See,
yeah.
You got me.
He lacked coverage.
See, and that's the whole problem with my man. That's why the Rams let him go, because he lacked coverage skills. And then his thing, what he's supposed to do, which was run stopping, and I'm watching it. I'm looking on all 32. I'm going, dude, we're in the preseason game. You supposed to be at least in the preseason. This is not exotic stuff they're doing. This is basic stuff. And you're out of position?
You know you can get 100 tackles after 10 yards, right? In a year. You know that, right?
Howard, you know you bad.
See, that's all I'm saying. Them tackle things, them tackle things is all right, but the tackles got to mean something to me.
Yeah.
You got to mean something. You know what I mean? Like you losing them for yards, or you stopping them after 2 or 3 yards, or some shit like that.
They
now
record them type of stats. They record them type of stats for a reason.
That's nasty.
To tell you how impactful you are. They record those type of stats for a reason. If not, they just say tackle, tackle, tackle. You see what I'm saying? It's recorded like that for a reason.
And see, I love Derek Brown. I love Derek Brown. Don't get me wrong. But when he had all them tackles, dog, it really didn't mean nothing, because he was tackling. He wasn't stopping them boys. They was still running all over us and shit like that. He had a lot of tackles, but it didn't add up to nothing.
Yeah, you got to look at how many of them was behind the line of scrimmage. How many of them 100 and whatever.
Now, Howard, I ain't gonna let you get away with that one, Howard.
I ain't even gonna say. I ain't gonna read.
I got Howard.
What Derek Brown to do? He chasing down tackles that linebackers supposed to get.
That's true. And also, Howard also knows he was double and triple team because nobody else could do nothing. Howard know that. Come on, Howard.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm speaking the facts now. I ain't
Yeah, but
saying I don't have nothing
that was a little
against. I
twist.
don't have nothing
Yeah.
against him. You know what I'm
Yeah, but
saying?
that once again, that's why he does. I keep telling people he's not a true 3 tech. He's a space heater. He's always been a 0 and a 1 and 2. He's always been that. He
We
takes
got a
on
super.
double team. That's what he's done since Auburn. That's what he
Yeah.
does. He anchors the fucking line,
Mm-hmm.
and he's good at it.
Mm-hmm. We got a super chat here, $5 from Flame for Jesus. It says, I'm the one that says 5 wins because of we don't have enough on defense. Oh, Flame. Oh, okay. Flame done sent $20 super chat. Supernova. That what's happened when you get all the new toys on the one side of the ball. Bryce got the number 8 pick. He got 1,000-yard running back, and we keep the whole line together. We got defensive line. Yeah, we got defensive line for defense. Yeah, that's true. But we should have built all three. Well, we tried, but we didn't get no linebacker, true linebacker. But okay, I agree with you, Flame. And you did give Supernova what Supernova needed. Go ahead, go. Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
you, Wally.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but I'm just reading Flame's thing here. He was right. Flame said we're gonna get those funky 5 wins according to him. I think we'll get more. But we keep saying the same thing. We did address the things kind of messed up personally. On a defensive draft, we should have got that guy at linebacker this year. Who did he go to? That linebacker. I think the linebacker went to. Didn't he go to Philly? He went to Philly or he went to Washington? Which one did he go to? That Campbell guy. Let me look him up.
He went to San Francisco, I think. I thought he did.
No. They ended up getting Stewart. They got the defensive end out of Georgia. I think they're gonna regret that. I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, guys.
But
Who you
yeah,
looking
I'm
for?
not.
Who you looking for? Jahad Campbell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Who did Campbell go to?
I forget who he went. I think but he went like in the teens or something like that, if I'm not
Yeah. He
mistaken.
went the first round.
Yeah. Of course, he went the first round. He was the best linebacker on the board.
That
I'm
who we
trying.
should have
I
picked
can't
up.
remember. I can't remember who he went to though.
They saying the Eagles.
I think he went to the Eagles. That's what I'm saying.
The Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles got that
Shit.
line. You talking about out of Alabama or out of Georgia?
Alabama, I think.
Yeah, they got the dude out of Alabama now. I remember that. Yeah, that's what y'all talking about.
See, this is the problem, man. If that dude turned out to be him, oh Jesus, we're gonna regret it because we.
Well, you might as well start regretting it because it's going to be fucking him.
I just like I say, man.
He was already him.
So you don't think Tech gonna be one of those game changers as wide receiver?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So we didn't miss.
What? Oh man. Okay then, driver. I mean, I'm not. You know what? Like I say, man, y'all go ahead. I'm not gonna argue the fact because as long as y'all got weapons on offense or whatever, you don't need anything else on the other fucking side of the ball. So go ahead, because obviously y'all goddamn don't want to win championships. Y'all just want to win 2 or 3 damn games a year and be all right. I don't want to hear shit now. Like I said, I don't want to hear it.
All right. So here's the deal, driver. So if you think about it like this, if this year was the defensive draft, right? And some of the best linebackers.
Best in 5 years. One of the best in the last 5 years.
That's a Luke Kuechly type change the franchise kind of linebacker. You can get it because our receiving core is so versatile. Tech just takes us over the top. We didn't need to do that, but we needed a middle linebacker. You understand?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, hey, I agree. That's why I say I agree with them
That's all.
about
Yeah,
the
that's all.
approach. If we want, if the first round pick should have been a linebacker, or however the case may be on defense, I totally agree with that. I'm not saying that we should have went with Tech over the line. No, I rather would have went with the defense. Me. You get what I'm saying? But I'm saying
But
this ain't a blame that we could point around. We got to
no,
point that to the
we can't
organization.
put it on him. No, this ain't about him.
You get what I'm saying?
This
So
about team building. Yeah.
yeah, this the team, this the organization. So from
Correct.
that standpoint, that's an argument that we can't even win with. Nobody can win that. All I'm saying is this: did we draft a game changer wide receiver to the pros? Meaning that we
Yeah, that
know
may be true.
that this still gonna be a pick that turned out to be good. That's all I'm saying. I'm
But bro,
not
Go
with
ahead.
the pick, but hey,
whew,
if with Tech, what I'm saying is I rather would have went linebacker, but that's an organization issue. You get what I'm saying? They having a problem. They showing you right now that 2 years in a row they went wide receiver in the first round, and you got the worst defense in the league. Come on, bro.
3 years in a row.
What you get what I'm saying? So 3 years in a row. That's an organizational issue.
Yeah, true. But here's the thing. Even if he's a good line, say he's a top 10 receiver, right? Say he is. He turns out to be a top 10 receiver, which would be an excellent thing. Uh, and you don't, there's not another one of those linebackers for the next 5 years. And you're just getting run on the whole time. He's getting his little Pro Bowls and all that stuff, but you're getting just ran on. You're losing. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem. People keep forgetting the run stopping element of the 3-4 is the linebacker. The person that puts everybody in the right position is the middle linebacker. If we don't have a game changer there, your defense is never going to meet its potential. Go ahead, go.
I give you a perfect example. About 2 years ago with Kirk Cousins, the Vikings played the last year Kirk played. Everybody was thinking, man, the Vikings stacked on offense. The Vikings got it. Well, they ran up against a team called the Philadelphia Eagles Monday Night Football. They coordinators and their head coach said we couldn't do a damn thing with them. They just complete team. The Eagles wiped their motherfucking ass. Complete team. Now Justin Jefferson is the best in the business, but he can't stop a damn soul. Can't
And
stop nobody.
it's compadre on the other side of the field and the third
Atkinson,
guy.
yeah,
They
Atkinson
what is
is a
what is
beast.
this? His compadre gets what about 900 yards, something like this,
Yeah,
and the
Kirk
third guy
Cousins
gets
was
around
yeah,
500
that's
yards,
before
600 yards.
Kurt had got hurt.
Yeah,
Kurt was doing it. Well, look, and then look at the totality of what went on over there. They would win you 10, 11, 12 games in the regular season. Couldn't win the big one, get to the playoffs. Why? They didn't have no defense. Then they did the dummy move and they got rid of the Neil Hunter and won them the year before that. Look at what happened. They won 14 games, but look at what happened when they went to the playoffs. That's what I keep telling y'all. Look at what happened when they went to the fucking playoffs. Just this year. Well, last season. Look at what happened now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
December and January, you have to have a defense. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's when you build your team for the long haul. If you're thinking about winning championship, what is the saying? Defense win championships. Tell
Yes,
you.
sir. Yes, sir.
And with like Wiley's, when he started it, he was talking about wide receivers, wideouts, getting rid of a wideout. We drafted a damn wideout, and his show today was about getting rid of, cutting one. Do we need one?
Yes.
Do we need? Here it is. The first game of the preseason. He's asking this question. Come on,
but
man.
I think,
what the fuck are we doing?
But here's the deal, Go. Here's the deal, Go. The reason why I say that is for this reason. And me, I'm always thinking long term, right? It's not just short term stuff. It's always 3 to 5 years. I'm thinking because this year Coker has to be signed, right? And we signed him. So we hope we sign for 4 years versus 3 years. So 4 years, we don't have that problem of him and Leggett being up at the same time, right? If not, what's going to happen is those guys are going to be up. Then you just signed. If Bryce is here, Bryce, you're going to have all this imbalance, and all your money is going to be on the offensive side of the ball.
You ain't going to be able to keep them anyway.
Correct. So what you do is you try to get. That's the reason why I'm saying Coker, and you try to get him at a good price because if Leggett pops. And he's a first-round pick. He gonna want $24 million. You gonna better get him for no 7. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Wiley, with that school of thinking right there, if I'm his agent, guess what I'm telling him? Sign a 2-year deal. Go ahead and get your shine. And the next year, and you still what? What is he now? 20, 22, 20, something like that.
Who is that?
He's
Leggett?
No.
Coker. Oh, Coker. Yeah.
He's a 24-year-old, just like Burns was and all them other guys. So it almost equals out to if he'd have got drafted. By the time his first contract would have came up, you see what I'm saying? Now you signing a big contract. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So and y'all got to understand, these guys have the best representation, so they're gonna do what it is. So if he signs, it's
they don't try to hustle now.
Yeah. So it's going, come on, man. So what's gonna end up happening is just like I'm saying, you're not gonna be able to keep all them guys anyway.
Yeah. Hey, we got a 336 Boston saying we lucky that he's at work.
Say what now?
And we got he said we lucky that he's at work.
Okay.
We got Flame for Jesus. He gifted us 5 Black Cat Panther Network memberships. There we go, baby. Appreciate you. And then we got we were talking about the Vikings. So somebody who was LT1 says. The Vikings' defense was good last year. True statement, was good last year. It was good last year because
last year before that, because of blind front red running zero. They were running zero blitzing, man.
Correct.
Stop that.
Correct.
Stop that, man.
If Flores is gone, they'll see the holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if you think about the last 3 years, all they've done is got rid of all the defensive ends.
Yeah.
One in Houston, 2 on our team.
That man had nothing. He had a zero blitz, damn near all the time. He brought the house, damn near every play.
Yeah,
you live by it, you die by it.
Yeah, LT's like top 5 in sacks. True statement. He was top 5 in sacks, but that was because of design. That wasn't because of talent. All
right now.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Go. I'm not trying to be negative, and please, I'm trying to be reasonable. Bro. Yeah, I'm trying to be reasonable.
I mean, y'all want me to say, but we the greatest, man. We the greatest. We gonna beat every damn body, man. 17 wins. We gonna beat everybody. How fucking stupid do I sound?
Oh man.
Boy, I tell you, boy, you got some delusional people in this world, man.
I guess that's why they want to hear how we gonna beat everybody, boy. We the best team in the league.
Delusional.
We the best team in the league.
Like these other teams ain't went out there and did shit. What the hell's wrong with y'all?
Very true. And every team is doing something. Yeah. LT1 was talking about why can't Everett do what Flores did. Well, Everett did blitz last year, and he blitzed a lot. He was number 4 in the league in blitzing. But no one can. Just because you blitz and you put pressure on someone doesn't mean anything good happened because you blitzed.
Because your damn sure ain't stopped no run. That's for sure. So
What's
I
up,
couldn't
Red?
tell where
Well, good
I
morning,
couldn't tell.
brothers.
Good morning, Red. I couldn't tell whether he was blitzing or not, man.
Yeah, I did look at the percentages. The percentages said we're number 4 in the league.
Yeah. Could
It
you
didn't
tell?
matter,
Could
but
you tell though?
no, it didn't matter. Because like I
Okay.
said, just like in the preseason game,
Listen, you got
Rose
some
Rule was
coaches
in the
out here. You
talent,
you
man.
got
It's
some
about talent.
you got some coaches out here, man. For real, for real. Like you got good coaches that know how to adjust. I don't care if they're on the offense side or defense side of the ball. Even the head coach, they know how to make adjustments. When it comes down to Evero, he don't. Some of these guys don't care if you win or lose. They just want to go off of
Oh,
their philosophy and don't
no,
and that's it.
okay.
That's for sure.
I think that's a that's a misnomer for this reason. Uh,
I'm
he
telling you.
did, okay. I He did make some adjustments, but the problem, like you just said, Howard, just like you didn't know he was number 4 in the league in blitzing because remember the first year
Right.
he was here, he refused to blitz. Remember? Then when he actually does blitz, you know what I'm saying? You go, he never blitzed. Like, well, the numbers say he blitzed 4th highest in the league. He just didn't
Blitzing
have the talent. Go ahead.
blitzing one man that at a time or something like that, that's still a blitz, right? But is it effective? All I'm saying is adjustment is needed. You can't
Yeah.
come in with the same thing, man. I'm sorry, you
Oh,
just can't.
okay. Howard, if your linebacker core
Hmm.
is trash, your safety room is obliterated, and your cornerback room is okay, and you gave up your defensive tackle, the best one you had is hurt. How do you do anything with that?
You got to remember, he ain't been there. He ain't been there only two. I mean, he's been there 2 years.
Yeah,
What did
two
he do the
years.
first? Okay, what he did the first year?
The first year he did okay, but
Oh,
remember the first
you
year
think that was?
also. Remember
Hold on. You
first
think
year.
okay? You think the first year was okay? Let's
Well,
be real.
okay. Let's go back and let's see. We can't do this revisionist
Yeah,
history.
yeah. Go back
Okay,
to
let's go. Let's do this then. I got you.
that.
So the year before Evero got here, who left? I'm gonna put matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, Red.
Good morning. How y'all doing this morning, brothers?
All right, all
Good
right.
morning, Red.
Good, good. Hey, driver, I ain't had but half a cup of coffee yet.
I
So,
ain't saying that, man. I'm
all right,
saying,
all right, all right,
hey, I
all
told him, man, hey, I ain't really, like I say, man, I ain't got nothing to say. We got to see what's going on. This is a new year.
right.
So everybody can talk
Okay.
all that talk.
Okay, I like that. I like that. And like I told you yesterday, I was surprised. I like your prediction for the season. I think you're wrong. I think you're about two at the least and 4 games at the most. You off. But hey, that's my opinion. Like you say, ain't no games in the books yet. So everybody's 0-0 right now.
Yes,
But
sir.
it's certain teams that's picking Baltimore and Buffalo and Kansas City and Denver and teams like that to have good records for a reason. Because you can see and you feel like they're gonna build on what they have done historically. Why I like the topic of discussion this morning, wide receiver room.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah,
Hey,
go.
Ray. When you gonna be around this afternoon? I got to call you to get some
Hey,
particulars
I'm
on
here
the
all
show.
day. I'm here all day.
Okay,
I'm working from the
okay.
crib today, so anytime you can do it, go. I'll be
I
picking up,
hit
bro.
I hit you after five. After five.
Sound good? Sound good. I'll be looking for you.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And thank you, bro.
No doubt.
So listen, I and
Mhm.
listen, I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't gonna bring up no other team until somebody bring them up and start with me. That's why I said good morning to driver, especially. But I do agree that y'all improved your wide receiver core, right?
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
but I think yeah, a lot of times when I hear certain um advocates of y'all receiving core, they giving credit in areas that I think is a little premature, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Projection.
yeah,
Yeah, projection.
yeah. So what I mean by that is I can agree that you expect to get a bump from taking the number one wide receiver By some analysts in this draft, it's debatable because a lot of people feel like
Travis Hunter was.
there you go. That's what I was about to say. Go the guy down in
Mhm.
Jacksonville, Travis Hunter, was the actual number one. But people
Mhm.
don't spit that out because he was such a true, like this word, y'all, dual threat player.
Oh, come on now. See, there you can
That's
see.
what you call a dual threat right
Let
there.
me help you out. Now, hold on, man. I
Here
can't
we
let you
Yeah.
go.
go.
Here
I
we
can't let
go.
you go with it that far because they list him as a quarterback. So that's the only reason why that
Okay. Okay.
you can say that. I mean, we know that he both ways. So you know what I'm saying? It just he
Mm-hmm.
listed as a quarterback. That just being honest.
Mm-hmm. I
Well,
agree. Okay.
I mean, just to play devil's advocate, it didn't matter what they were gonna list him as driver. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he was a player that played both ways. He won the Heisman, this and
Yep.
that. That boy was
Yep.
gonna get drafted wherever he was at, whatever they put behind his name. Travis Hunter,
Either
wide
one.
receiver, Travis Hunter, corner, Travis
Yep.
Hunter, quarterback, Travis
Yeah,
Hunter,
yeah, you're
whatever.
right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
agree with
He,
you. Yeah.
I mean, so that was just a technicality of what they
Yeah.
put him down at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet you right now it's probably slash or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
But
go. Exactly. Exactly.
so
And believe it or not, motherfuckers don't want to hear this shit, but that boy gonna do damage. Whether it's
yeah, yeah,
on
yeah,
one
yeah,
side of the ball or the other, he gonna get off this year. Don't get it
yeah,
twisted.
yeah, yeah,
And that's what you call a serious threat down there in Jacksonville with him and
yeah,
BTJ. Cause that boy
yeah,
there's the truth, man.
yeah.
I've been watching some footage of Jacksonville. And man, let me tell you something, man. Brian Thomas Jr. is the truth, man.
Oh yeah.
So and just to kind of point that out, I went back and I know, I ain't gonna
Mhm.
say that a lot of people hate
Here we go.
PFF because I find that people love PFF when they think that PFF gives a ranking in their favor,
Go ahead.
but they hate PFF when PFF seemingly shits on their squad. So this is how I feel about PFF. I take the good and the bad with PFF. They're not God, but I take the good and the bad with them. So
Okay.
I put my trust in them because what I know about PFF is they dig way into the numbers, man. They dig way deep into the numbers. And
Well,
and I trust,
Red,
go ahead, go.
when old dumbass goat told them boys, you know what I'm saying, at the draft that Malik and Brian was better than Marvin. No
Yeah.
dumbass goat said that. That's no dumbass goat. It can be verified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Goat, the old goat that don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? And I
Mm.
argue with them boys all night. You know what I'm saying? This, that, this, that. Who got the better numbers? Which two
Without a
got the better numbers?
doubt. The two
Who
guys,
got
Malik and Brian Thomas Jr.
okay,
And
okay,
actually they quite a bit, they graded out quite a bit better than Marvin Harrison Jr.
okay, okay. And if you looked at any kind of damn college football, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You could see. But, just
Yeah.
so dumbass goat, don't know shit, don't know football, you know what I'm saying? Dumbass.
Hey,
I don't know what the hell he talking
so what so while I went back and I'll try
Uh-huh.
to make this quick. You done gave me a lot of time very graciously coming into the show this morning. But I went back and I looked at the wide receiver rankings on PFF. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Here we go.
we've had this discussion.
Uh,
There's a particular partner of mine. I get into it with him in the Discord all the time, and he give me hell about these wide receiver groups. I just want to caution y'all to say, don't put the cart ahead of the horse, man. People look at around the league, look at your wide receiver room as being potentially good. They don't look at them as being good yet.
yeah, I know that. Mhm.
Yeah. They look at them as being potentially good.
We have it. Last year, you know what they said at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of the year? That we were the
Mm-hmm.
worst. So potentially
Yeah.
good from the worst is pretty doggone. That's a significant gain. Go ahead.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so
about being so far down, you ain't got no way but to go up.
there you go. There you go, Howard. There you go,
Okay,
Howard.
Howard.
And
Look at
and
Howard.
and and Wiley, sometimes people they don't have quite a good understanding when we use certain adjectives, right? So you say
Yes.
significantly better, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
From 32. When you say significant, put that in terms of numbers for me. How would you okay, so let me make this easy. Because I know
Hmm.
you could do numbers all day long. When you say significantly better, then jump from 32 to what number to kind of put some numerical value
I think.
behind when you
I
the
think.
term significant.
I think realistically, without even acting crazy, if Bryce has 215, 220 yards a game, if he can get there, with the receiving core we got now, I think number wise there'll be 22, maybe to 21. That's from 32 to 21
Okay.
number
Okay.
wise. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. 32 to 21. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Um, and you're saying throughout the season they're gonna move from so like the end of 2024,
Yeah. Hmm.
they were probably looked at as the worst. Now
Yes.
we're saying at the end of 2025, you say they'll be around 20-ish,
Yeah. Hmm.
right around the 20 mark. Okay,
Hmm.
I can't argue with that. Now you're gonna make me ask you another question about a top 10 offense later, but
I got you. So
yeah.
if they're 20, that means
Hmm.
we're gonna lead on the run. That means we're gonna have
Hmm.
at least 17, 1800 yards in
Hmm.
rushing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And where would you rank that rushing offense then? In
I
order
would.
to get in top 10, if you 20 on receiving
Hmm.
and your primary, it's got to be one or two now because that's easy math now.
It got to be around four, three
No,
or
it's got to
four.
be one or two. If you add 20 and four, you're gonna come out at 12.
Then we got to get at least 18 then on offense. Yep.
Okay, hold on. Terms, I'm getting confused with the terms.
So
So the two facets
receiving.
of your offense is receiving and rushing, correct?
Correct. So if I
Okay,
receiving if I receiving can get to like number 18,
I
and
got you.
our rushing
Okay.
can get number four, three
So
or
that gives
four.
you a total of 22. 18 and
Mm,
4 is 22.
yep.
You divide that in half and you got 11.
So I'm close. Maybe we won't get top 10. We'll be
Okay.
close though.
All right. Well, let me let that alone. So, preseason rankings,
Mm-hmm.
PFF has your wide receiver core at 26.
Mm,
So, that means if you finished at 32 and you added Tet and all the other weapons,
mm-hmm.
they view you as a top 26 wide receiving core. I want to
Y-
caution you that that's the last one in the NFC South. That's New Orleans ahead of you, Atlanta, and
mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay.
Yep. Yep.
So just a little cup of realistic coffee for some of the
Okay.
Kool-Aid
All
drinkers this morning. You know what I'm
right. So
saying?
so I'm gonna give you a little espresso shot there from Germany.
Hit
It's
me,
midday
hit me,
over here. Uh,
speed it up.
I think we're gonna get you a double shot. I I think the reason why they're doing that is because I don't think they have
Hmm.
faith that Bryce can actually get you 215 yards a game, 220 a game. It has nothing to do with the receiving core. It has to do with him. Now,
Hmm.
if he can get us 220, 215, 220 a game, the receiving core will be significantly better. That
Okay,
means he can have some ups, but his floor should be around that. I
yeah.
think that's realistic with the offensive line and the talent we have now. 'Cause if we look at the Yak from last year, we were around 26 in the league.
Hmm.
Based on the talent we got now, and a lot of those guys have a lot of yards after the catch ability, we should
Hmm.
go around 15 or so. I'm saying we're going to
Hmm.
move up because of the talent if he can just maintain a decent play.
Hmm.
I'm not
So
saying he got to be top 10 or anything. Go ahead.
interestingly enough, PFF, and I'm only going by PFF. I don't want nobody to attack me. This ain't Red Swarm analysis. PFF has one out, CBS has one out, Fox, ESPN, NFL Network. You could go to all the outlets
Yep.
that do this, and that's what
Go
I
ahead.
do.
Mhm.
And you'll see some similarity, you'll see some difference. But let me just read, and PFF didn't mention the quarterback. So for all the people who think that all Black Cat Panther, and especially when they let Red Swarm come on and talk, is Bash Bryce, They ain't even mentioning Bryce because PFF didn't mention Bryce. This is what PFF wrote about your wide receiver core, Wiley. The Panthers ranked last in team PFF receiving grade in 2024, but now get a major boost with first rounder Teteroy McMillan. Joining the group, he was one of just 15 FBS wide receivers to boast a 90, which is elite, plus PFF receiving grade over the past 2 seasons, not just one. He was elite over 2 seasons. Carolina will still need valuable snaps from 34-year-old Adam Thielen. Valuable. So everybody debating whether they ought to get rid of Thielen need to look at this. Who led the team with a 76.5 PFF receiving grade last season. So all the hype on what a Leggett might be or his drops or anything else, or Jalen Coker, the leader of your wide receiving group, and I would say that's a valuable person, was 34-year-old Adam Thielen.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be quick, Wiley. And they will need much more, from 2023 first rounder Xavier Leggett, who earned just a 59.1 PFF receiving grade. The team did get bonus production from undrafted free agent Jalen Coker, whose 1.72 yards per route run average ranked 4th among rookie wideouts.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. And the thing about it, what they didn't talk about was, and if you go back to their PFF numbers, is for slot receivers, he was 4th. Jalen Coker was for a difficulty in catch for the league now. For all the receivers, he was 8th.
Got you. Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm looking at that. It ain't just those things. I'm looking at the whole picture. And if
did he poop?
A lot of that had to do with Bryce at the beginning of the season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that had to do with Bryce at the beginning of the season. Therefore, I'm gonna give that Bryce is gonna give us about 215. They're not going crazy. You know what I'm saying? 215, 220 a game. It's not going crazy. If he can do that, then our average will go up. That means that gives us running room. Go ahead.
So, Wiley, I have a question for you. So you're saying that the production of the wide receivers, regardless of who the receiver is, as a group or individually, is dependent upon what their quarterback can do?
Yes, unfortunately, yes. This is
Oh
a
my
dependent
God.
position.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, it's called a dependent position. We all know this.
Okay. Oh my God. So when I tell people
Glad
that Bryce
you said that and
Young,
admit that. That's good.
go ahead, Wiley. Go ahead. Thank you. Me too, Howard. I agree. So when I tell people who love to throw that Slim Reaper picture up of Bryce Young, when I tell them that Bryce Young has not only been the reaper of head coaches around the NFL, he's also been the reaper of the wide receiving room in Carolina.
Well, that this year, they can't say the talent is not there. So now he got abundance amounts of talent. So yards after the catch, which was the major thing, and drops that the Panthers receiving core had, we've addressed it with the offseason, the draft, and also free agency. So he should be able to give us 215, 220 a game. Yeah. I
say that y'all were making excuses.
I'm not trying to make an excuse. Hey, I went and grabbed those stats. Go ahead, Howard.
Oh, no, I'm saying safe to say that we were making excuses for Bryce. Right?
I'm making an excuse for Bryce?
No, not you. Well,
okay, got it.
I'm not just going to say just you, but a lot of the fans were making excuses.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that, Howard. Howard jumped off. So I went and grabbed the number. Somebody was talking about the defense and Evero. Why Evero? Everybody hates Evero. So in 2000, his first year here, This is what he had for starters on defense. Playing a 3-4. Defense, left defensive end. Derek Brown. YGM was playing beside him, and then nose tackle was Shy Total. Deshaun Williams was the other defensive end, and then the other outside linebacker was Brian Burns. Then in the middle we had Luvu and Hudson, and then we had C.J. Henderson. We remember him. Deontay Jackson, Xavier Woods, and Von Bell. So looking at that whole defense, if we can reasonably be, why wasn't he actually blitzing? If we remember how C.J. Henderson played, and we remember that Von Bell didn't have good cover skills. I mean, not good Von Bell. Xavier Woods didn't have good cover skills. It was Luvu's first year starting. Henderson actually only played a few games before he actually got cut. And then we all know how Total did. And we complained the whole year about YGM. Please tell me why that man couldn't do a great job on defense. Please tell me with that great list of talent.
Well, Wiley, he had a bunch of band-aids. He had a bunch of guys that was table scraps. Yeah. And then after that season, most of them guys walk out the door, and then you got nothing but injuries. And it's 2 years of inconsistencies on the defensive side, but people forget about the injuries. When your star defensive tackle go down, I mean, the man only set an NFL record. He went down. That's the anchor to your defensive line right there. You had an all-time historic worst defense because of that. Now, granted, it's going to look better this year, but I think people forgot how good Evero is as a coordinator. This man was vouching. He was getting ready to get a head coach position in the NFL.
Q, watch it. These are his mentors, so people can understand. Vangio, right? That's the guy they keep talking about. Oh, you got to get him, right? That's his
just
mentor,
won the Super Bowl.
Right? Yeah. Don Capers, mentor. Pittsburgh, when Pittsburgh was the dominant defense, and when we had a dominant defense, who was the guy? Okay, that was him, right? Okay, the guy that Wade Phillips, the guy that won the Super Bowl with the Broncos, he was there with him. That was his mentor too. How much? I mean, all these guys are going to be in the Hall of Fame as defensive guys. These are his mentors. He was on their staff, he was on all their staff. And the guy, we've been giving him nothing. Okay, let's look at last year. Minus Brown. We had LeBron Ray, Shy Total.
Nothing. Yeah.
Ashawn Robinson, DJ Warner, Trevor Wallace, Josie Jewell, Clowney, Horn, Jackson, Fuller, and Williams and Woods. Now, again, where's all the talent other than JC?
Well, that's the thing. People forget that Fuller, the first couple of weeks, had blown coverages all over that defense.
All day.
Yeah, but that's Evero's fault. That's Evero's fault that the man ain't where he told him to be at. That's Evero's fault, though.
Yeah, and then they said, well, why Jackson? He didn't do this with Jackson. Well, Fuller was having problems in coverage. So if you blitz people or if you try to, come on, man. Josie Jewell's shortfall was coverage. Last year, according to PFF, Trevor Wallace's coverage grades were really low. So if you blitz the linebacker, you blitz a safety, the corner's got to pick it up. When this is nuts, man. This is hard to explain. When both your safeties, free safety and strong safety, both have coverage issues.
I'll explain, Wally. You got two box safeties trying to get out there and none of them are good at coverage at all. None of them can't cover to save their life. Now be mindful, you got taken advantage of and through the air, and then you couldn't stop the run with the safety that you had. So it's an all-time historically bad defense all the way around, not because of the coach. It's because what the coach had.
You know what,
Now
Q?
people don't understand that.
You know what? I think before the season start, I'm gonna do a show. I'm just gonna play and I'm gonna pause the defenses. And everyone you're
Hmm.
gonna see the guy was in the literally the player is in position.
Yeah, he put everybody in to play. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I've been
I've been
against.
the coach got an echo. Yeah, driver. Some kind of way you got an echo.
I got an echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you good now? Oh,
No, that's Howard.
Oh, that's Howard.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, that's Howard.
I'm going in and out of mute. My bad. Let me fix
Okay.
this.
All right. But yeah, so yeah. And the rookie last year he wasn't even supposed to be playing, remember, because Shaq got hurt. That's why they don't show Shaq on the roster. You know what I'm saying? God.
That's why I say our defense, man, was so terrible because of the injuries and the organization allowing certain things to take place the last few years. So, I mean, that's why I say, man, it's so much into the organization, man, that you got to wrap the team around and try to figure out what direction they really trying to go in. You know what I'm saying? Right now with the draft, it kind of gave us the direction because now we kind of know what they want to go with. They went with wide receivers, so they focus was on mainly on the offense, and you could tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
but you do driver have some core pieces on defense that you could look and say in a year or two they're going to be something special. I mean, you could look and you could see Cam Jackson right now doing more than already in camp. Like you seen him beating around. He tore them boys up in camp last week, and then when he got a chance to get in the game, he made some plays. Cam Jackson physically is gifted at 6'6", 6'5". He's a freak of nature. Then you're
yeah,
looking at Trevin Wallace and then Nick Scotton, Princely. You got some pieces now that you didn't have before all together now. At least you got something to work with. You didn't have that shit before.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that. They hit the nail on the head when they drafted defensive wide because they addressed some issues that we needed, but like I say, I never been a fan of Jackson at cornerback. You know, a lot of people love him. That's just me, bro. Like, I never been a fan of him, so I just feel like it's so many holes on the defense to
You
where,
feel like me, man.
you know,
I don't trust Mike Jackson either. Mike Jackson ain't shit.
yeah. So that's why
Another
I
thing,
look at the
we had a chance
organization.
to get Will Johnson. Y'all do know that, right?
Huh?
We had a chance to get Johnson.
Well,
You do know that, right? Not no first. I ain't talking about first round or nothing like that. Where did he go, y'all? Where did he go in the third, fourth round?
he went later. He went a lot later. You had a
A
chance to
lot
pick him
later.
up in the
We
second.
had a chance to
Yeah.
get him. A solidified 6'2" cornerback. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We missed out on some shit now.
Yeah, well.
No, I say it's just all about the organization. You feel me? You gotta look at it from eye test. You know, it's a lot of players that you can't you don't agree with. But to me, I really look more for the organization should approve their team way a lot better than what they could have. And this type of
I
division.
think it's more about their scouts, man.
The scouts are better now. We had bad scouts. The scouts are better now, so we have opportunity to do some things. Now, I looked at I looked at this year's roster based on Claire. I'm gonna address your question. I don't know if that's the right. I know it's unofficial, but I think that if you look at across the whole depth chart on Panthers.com, that thing is all messed up. I don't think they're doing a good job of keeping it updated. So I wouldn't necessarily know if Wharton is starting or not, and Bobby Brown is listed at the defensive end. I think those things are wrong, personally. Now, I don't know, man. This whole thing on the offense and defense, blaming Evero, I think it's a red herring because we've
I'm
taken
blaming
everything from the
Evero.
man.
I ain't backing off of that. I'm gonna blame him,
Okay, all
and I'm
right.
gonna stand 10 toes down on that.
Until you can
I
But
prove
ain't
how you
yourself
blame. I
gonna
ain't
how
otherwise.
you
blaming
gonna do that,
Evero.
Howard?
I ain't blaming Evero.
I'm gonna blame him, dog.
Yeah. If he
I
You
would
plays
gonna
say
again,
blame
somebody got to
him
get
for
this.
poor.
I would say somebody
You
got to
gonna
get this.
blame him for poor play on the field, and you're gonna blame him for players being out of place, and you're gonna blame him for injuries too. Motherfuckers getting hurt. You're gonna blame him for that.
Well, I'm gonna go. Well, since you want to talk about his coaching part and blame and say that players out of place and all kind of stuff like that, why is it that all our players are standing 10 yards back? The cornerback standing 10 yards back on every goddamn play. Even on a
Because
short yard, they standing 10 yards back. You
you want to know
explain
how?
that to me. Yeah, I want
You
to
want to
know.
know how? Because you
Yeah.
got a nigga like Mike Jackson who gonna get burned by other receivers if he go 1-on-1 with him, cause he trash.
Okay, but
He gonna get
evidently
fucking burned.
okay, and so evidently they like him because they paid his ass. So now what?
Oh,
Stupid.
okay.
That was stupid. That was
Okay,
stupid.
Howard. Did you
He
not
should have
hear what
never
I
been
said?
paid.
Your safeties have coverage skill issues. So if the cornerback gets beat, it's not like these guys got breakaway speed back there to catch up.
Well, I mean,
Come
pick your
on, man.
poison. Pick your poison.
And that's what he picked.
Howard.
He picked his
Howard.
poison.
Because he damn sure,
So let me ask you a
sure
question,
ain't
Howard.
stop. He ain't stopping no run. He ain't stopping no run, and him what he was doing right there ain't stopping nothing else either. I ain't
First
stopping
two
nothing.
games of the season, Howard, when we got blown out at New Orleans,
Right,
it was 47-10. Who was
right,
standing pointing? Was it not J.C. Horn pointing at Fuller saying, "Where the fuck you been?
right,
What you doing?" You get
right.
what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
following week with the Chargers, Mike Jackson getting burnt by
right.
what's that boy we be talking about? That young boy?
Oh,
Oh man,
What team?
the
What team? Q?
the wide receiver for the Chargers, the young boy.
yeah.
Larry McConkey.
Larry
McConkey.
McConkey.
Larry McConkey put that motherfucker on skates.
I agree.
Now, be mindful. Mike Jackson is
But
the
Q, in
same guy
fairness,
that
he
people
put a
kept
lot of
saying he
motherfuckers on
was.
skate. Q.
But my point is
I know what you're saying, bro.
So
Mike Jackson
if he
should
got
not.
them back up, right? That
Mm-hmm.
You
still
say
don't
on
work.
skates.
But that's his best bet, Howard. You get what I'm saying? If you got no
Howard, you just
safeties,
said it.
you got no corners, and the man saying, "Well, the best thing that I can do is keep us in a prevent defense to make sure that we don't get burned too bad."
Right.
That's the best thing
Exactly.
I
So
can
is
do.
that the only thing that was going on? The passing
Yes.
part?
Yeah,
Because we got ran all over.
yeah,
What the
I
hell?
you.
Like I
I
say,
agree.
you got injuries. You
Yeah,
can't blame
Oh
that on
man.
Evero.
Listen, man. We was the worst in the league, dog.
So
I'm
let me
blaming
ask you a question,
Evero. I'm
Howard.
sorry.
You can't
I'm
But
sorry.
Q, I
blame him on
Howard,
think he
that.
did
Howard.
I'm
restrict.
gonna
I think
blame
he
him.
did.
Hold
Q,
on, Howard.
go ahead,
So
bro.
I come, say I come to your house, Howard, and
Right,
I'm walking up your steps in the house,
right,
and I be mindful. You got a normal set of steps at your house. I
right.
trip and fall. Can I
hmm
blame you for me tripping and falling at your house?
No, you can't.
But
You
I'ma
need to
sue
blame.
your
You gotta
ass.
blame.
You
You
damn
can
I'ma
sure
sue
try
gonna
your
sue
to.
ass
you.
though.
You gonna
He
blame
damn
your.
sure
You
gonna
gonna
sue
blame
you.
your 2 left feet. That's what you gonna do.
Yeah, but that's the point. My 2 left feet said I got the Howard house and fucked it up today. I'ma
Right,
fuck it up.
He
right.
So
sure gonna
guess
sue
what?
you though.
Now I got a
Yeah,
lawsuit on your ass, and you saying I'm not liable for this shit. But guess what?
yeah.
You know that was my fault. I
Right,
walked and tripped over my own 2 goddamn feet. That
right.
was me.
Yeah,
That
but
wasn't nobody
still, I'm
else.
blaming. I'm blaming Evero. Sorry, man. I'm just sorry.
God
I'm
damn.
sorry. 2 years in a row like that. No, sorry, man.
I
He
agree.
ain't
Mm.
made no adjustment. Like, listen, man. Look, I don't give a damn. You can't blame it all on the players. I
Howard.
just gave you some of the flaws.
You
Howard.
agree
You
with
you
him,
said
Drew?
you said backing them up because they might get burnt. All right, that
Howard.
ain't work. That still don't work. So
Howard.
me, I would pick my I would pick my poison. This Sunday and the next Sunday. Every time I pick my poison, we gonna stop the damn run. I don't give a shit about nothing else. We stopping the run.
Okay.
Or because we so sorry and we don't have the personnel like you say, we gonna work on this pass defense. That's what we gonna do. Come on, man. You can't have both shits fucking up on you. Both of it is fucking up on you. Both of it.
Okay.
Every week.
Howard.
Damn.
I read off that starting group. We noticed there was only one guy in that starting group. Remember now, because Brown got hurt, Shaq got hurt. So that was the starters majority of the year. Those guys, some of those got hurt. The guys that came in after them were all practice squad guys. He played majority of the year with practice squad guys on defense. You and I know this to be true. I'm not making this up.
Who all was hurt? I know Derek Brown was hurt. Now, who else?
Remember Trevor went out. Josie Jules went out.
That goes on.
Yeah, Josie Jules come back. Shaq been gone. Shaq, hold up. Shaq, what difference Shaq gonna make?
Good morning, Andrew.
Shaq ain't been shit for the last 2 years.
Okay, check this out, Howard. DJ Wanham spent half the goddamn season on IR. You start DN. Then you look around. You had Derek Brown go down. Then you look around. Trevin Wallace gets hurt for a couple of games. That's your young rookie linebacker. In and out.
But bro.
In and out.
But listen. I can name some players that I felt like if you're gonna lose, give them a chance. But Barno's not there no more. I ain't never see Barno get on the field like that when all these guys was hurt.
Had a hurt back all year. What do you mean?
Okay.
He was on
Franklin should have been starting.
Who?
Franklin who? The same nigga, Sam Franklin, who was on IR all last year?
Yeah, he was on IR
the year before too.
Yeah.
Bro, he was hurt. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He was the only guy that scored on our defense. He was the only guy.
Every player that you naming was hurt all year last year. Barno, Sam Franklin, they were injured.
Come on now.
That's not ever
It's too much excuse, man.
How you not know this is facts? How you not know this?
That's
man?
true. That's true.
I'm blaming Evero. Evero is the reason.
You just want to blame.
How is you blaming him for them getting hurt?
All right. All I can tell you is first you said.
But the bottom line is he's responsible. You're responsible as the defensive coordinator, the product on the field. Okay.
Yes.
Now Dan Morgan gave him a pass last year. Dan Morgan said I didn't give him the proper tools. Okay. He came out
and that right there was his out. That's his out right there, Andrew.
It's right. But Q, I'm an advocate for Evero. I was one of the guys calling to hire him because of the job he did in Denver. But if he doesn't show out this year with the product that they've given him in 3 years, he's got to go. He's got to go.
You're going to see a much improved defense.
In the coaching world, they don't blame the players. They blame the results. If the results are you have a poor defense year after year, you can't say, well, it's because I don't have any weapons. You're responsible for putting that defense together and making them competitive, and we haven't had that. So Andrew, I agree. Yeah.
So can you at least say, hey, this man has had 2 crazy years here in Carolina where it's out of his hands or most of the stuff that's happened?
I can agree to that, yes, but that still does not make him accountable to the product on the field. That's what I'm saying. He's still accountable to that. In the coaching world, you can't blame down. You have to take responsibility for what's out there. And I still think he's a good coach, but he's got to show it this year because they went out and spent a lot of draft picks on a defense that he had a lot of input on. Okay.
Now, Andrew,
he owns it.
He'll walk up to that podium this year and he will own 100% of this shit because he got to go to the podium and say, I understand Mike Jackson ain't shit. I understand Fuller wasn't shit last year. I understand, Barno wasn't on the fucking field. I understand Sam Franklin wasn't shit and wasn't here last year, but I am the face of the defense, so I have to take ownership of us being a shitty defense, even though everybody was hurt. Everybody was hurt. DJ Wanham, the star DN that they said was going to replace Brian Burns, was hurt.
I happen to agree with you, and I think that's why Dan Morgan kept him, because of those circumstances. But you know, I remember one time when I was a salesman, my boss said to me, "Why didn't you do this?" And I said, "Well, I forgot." You know what he told me? "Ain't gonna be no more I forgot." He said,
Yeah, but
"That's it."
Pack
Well,
your
that's
shit and
on
go.
you, Andrew. You
Yeah.
forgot. This nigga
Yeah.
ain't forgot. He's standing there doing the
Well,
best he could week after week.
I know, but you know as well as I do. Look, I don't know how you guys feel, but I happen to think that Frank Reich was a good football coach. But guess what? He had to take responsibility for the record. He had to.
Frank put himself in that situation. Frank Wright, had he had balls and say, let me pick my quarterback, let me go out swinging the way I want, and let me choose my own guy, Frank wouldn't even been in that situation had he stood
you're
up to
right.
Tepper.
He did, but it was too late. He did it in Tennessee, and that's why
he won a buck later on.
That's when Tepper came out with the mighty fuck, because he was frustrated. I think that Frank Reich told him he ain't playing next week. Okay,
I think so too, Andrew. I think so too.
That's why they
And I think that's where the organization had to take a turn, because after that point, we been I ain't say we drafting great, but I think for circumstantial we've been drafting,
better.
pretty decent.
Better.
Yeah,
wow.
I think what Howard's frustration is not only did we have a bad defense, we had a historically bad defense. So we're in the history of the NFL.
Andrew, can I say something? And y'all, please forgive me for jumping in. You just said something that turned on a light bulb in my head. And think about this. I don't know if y'all have considered this, but think about this. So Canales set Bryce after his second game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and seemingly it worked out for Bryce. Andrew, I agree with you 1,000%. After that second game, Bryce's rookie season, that wasn't a mythological injury that occurred to Bryce. I agree with you. I think that Frank Wright said, I'm benching his ass. He needs to sit down. He ain't ready to start. And Tepper didn't like it, but Frank did it. And Frank suffered hell the rest of the season behind that. I think that Tepper probably felt like maybe I should have went with what Frank saw, and that's why he didn't give Canales opposition to sitting Bryce.
Right.
Amen.
I knew going into the season, I was like second or third game when Frank Reich stood up at the podium and said he had to have a meeting every Monday morning with Tepper. And that tells me that Tepper micromanages. And when you micromanage in business, sports, or whatever, you're not going to be successful. And that's what he was doing. Okay. Yeah. And he doesn't do it anymore. To his credit, he learned from it. Yeah. But what's done is done. The point I'm trying to make is
I don't believe that, Andrew. That nigga sitting there with a notepad or something. He checking in via conference or Zoom or something.
He got the camera.
He ain't going to the building. He got it on Zoom.
He's still. There's nothing wrong with being a hands-on owner, but that owner has no business deciding who he's going to draft.
He got to trust his people, man.
What he's going to pay that draft pick. That's what he needs to decide. The coaching staff and the scout team are the ones that should be making the picks as far as the draft goes. And that didn't happen with Bryce. You know it. He told him at the Super Bowl he was going to draft him.
True statement. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, that's why I say the disconnect in the front office started from that point. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
good point. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't really, you can't capitalize on your future if you trading away picks for the future to get a quarterback that your coach don't really trust, but your owner just love. You get what I'm saying?
Well, you're right. And ask
Yeah.
yourself this. I read an article, it was a week or so ago, and it said that Bryce Young was pissed when Canales took him out. Now, think about that, you guys. Why would he be pissed unless he felt entitled all this time? He was doing terribly for not only one season, but the start of the second season.
Yes.
Why wouldn't he just sit back and say, you know what? I haven't been playing well. I understand it, but I'm going to get back.
Hey, leave it to the fans. Leave it to the fans. It wasn't his fault.
There you go. Hey, let me read this super chat. So, hey, Howard. So, Flame for Jesus address, you said that I'm going with blaming Dan Morgan. Look at the difference between I look at the difference. Look at the difference that what's up with me this morning? I blame it all on Morgan and the great GM we have. So he's trying to be sarcastic, basically saying that, hey, look, the situation we're in is because of Morgan, and hey.
Well, if you're going to blame Dan Morgan, then you got to blame Evero because Morgan stuck with him.
Well, Morgan wasn't there.
Dan Morgan was there last year.
I'm talking about the first year.
He was there. He was assistant, but he was there.
He was assistant.
Okay, yeah, but he still wasn't calling the shots like he is now.
No,
so you can't blame him for nothing now, for real.
And then resource-wise, Playing for Jesus, another $5 super chat. Dan spent most of the resources on offense the last 3 years and has done this now. I have to blame Dan for all of it.
Well, he did it because all we heard was that Bryce needed weapons and he needed an offensive line. Did we hear that? How many podcasts did you do, Q? In year one, when you heard that if Bryce had an offensive line, we wouldn't be going through this.
But this is why I disagree with your point, because they drafted a wide receiver last year and they drafted one this year.
Last 3 years.
Right.
Brother.
So I feel like that's the ownership that's pushing that, because he's looking at his investment and trying to fulfill his investment with the quarterback.
Right.
So far as saying that the fans and everybody, people gonna say that, but most fans that actually pay attention to the team believe that we should focus on our defense. That who's balanced fan. You know what I'm saying?
Driver. Driver. So because I'm not in the States, obviously, right? I'm in Germany. So I look at all the podcasts, right, to try to keep up with everything. And I remember when I first started with Q on this channel, I said to Q and Goat, I said, these podcasts got to be more responsible with their microphone, because what the team will do is say, the owner will say, based on these podcasters that care about views versus care about actually saying the truth, they're just trying to hype up the crowd and get some views, get some more subscribers. Those guys are irresponsible with the mics, and being irresponsible with their microphones allow for the owner to go, look, this is what the fans are saying. No, it's a few podcasters that are saying it. The majority of the fan base is in the middle. They're not a Bryce lover. They're not a Bryce hater. They're in the middle. They're like, I want the best thing for the team. But if you go to the podcast community, you either Bryce lover or a hater. Gives you views. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, I would rather have a fourth or fifth round quarterback, because that's exactly what we got right now.
Okay, Howard. Okay. I can't disagree with that, Howard. Jesus.
We wasted a pick. We wasted a pick, man.
There's your love and hate, Wiley. There's your love
I
and
know.
hate.
See,
he wants Plum to start right now.
Yeah. See,
I've been listening to Howard, ever since y'all drafted Bryce. Howard just don't like a short
you don't like him.
quarterback
He
like
can't
that,
stand. He
man.
can't stand him.
It doesn't fit Howard's mold because Howard, I've listened to Howard, and people have to pay attention to what he says. He's advocating for Plummer, but basically, if you listen to what Howard's saying, he's just, a bigger quarterback with a bigger arm. Give him a chance. That's all Howard is saying. Howard doesn't like a little short quarterback. He just don't. Unless I'm wrong, Howard just doesn't like a little short quarterback.
Not like that. No, not.
You're right. You're right.
I'm not like that. Not like that, dog. I'm sorry, man. No. Like I said, that was just a waste of a pick, man. Like now we got to do all this.
Cause you Howard.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry,
the wife calling him. He got to pick up.
Yeah, we got to pick up there, man. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. I can't fly from Germany to save you, Howard.
Nah, I don't know, man. It's just a waste of time. And then I keep hearing people add more years on to these years here. Like, come on, man. How long is this shit gonna take?
Yeah, well, I can't disagree with some of the things you're saying, Howard. I'm just trying to how would I say it? Do my part to try to speak rationally in this community. Have use the mic responsibly. Like I said, remember the other day when we had a PvP on, and I told him, I said, man, you gotta stop that. I said, y'all guys dividing the fan base. Everyone, it's easy to get clicks. All I gotta do is put a bull crap title, right? Go up here and say Bryce is crap, and everybody log in. Then the next day I say Bryce is the king. Everybody logs in. Come on, man.
That's a good point.
I mean, this is ridiculous, man. This is. But what we're doing though is, from a fan base perspective, we're at our own throats, and that I don't like.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's why I say, it's more phases to the team than the quarterback. I know you got to build around the quarterback. He the first, but we got to focus on a lot. We got a lot more issues than the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's the main thing, man. As a number one overall, you got to take all of that in perspective, because you got to look at all the other quarterbacks that came at Stroud the same time they come. Even Will Levis had better numbers than Bryce. But look at all the quarterbacks that come after him. Look what they doing.
Yeah.
They're grasping it. They know they got it. They grasping it, man.
That's a point. That's a good point.
Hey, Howard, it looks like we'll see though. It looks like the piece between his ears is gotten better. He got it now. Now, can he do well with the physical limitations he has? Because those are the physical limitations. Even if he gets better, knows everything, can process, you still got your physical limitations. That's what your big issue is. At least I think it is. And those physical limitations, can we win with that?
They're making a big thing with this Texans and all in Carolina, man. I don't fall in all that. All I'm gonna tell you is Bryce is far behind Stroud. He's behind. He's way behind. He's behind. 9 times out of 10, Texas going back to the playoffs again. We're hoping and wishing we can get a certain amount of wins. A lot of people don't care about the goddamn playoffs. Okay? Yeah. So he behind, man. That's all I'm talking about. Like, let's be real about this shit. I don't want to be looking at football every goddamn Sunday, watching some mediocre shit and say, okay, well, he's improved here. And I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that.
How? Can you address that division? Is it, so far as
it's like our division. It's like our division, actually. If you look at it, to me, it really reminds us of our division. There's a big gap between the number one and the other teams in the division. Tampa has been, regardless of how poor their record has been, they've won our division 4 years straight. The Texans have won their division 2 years in a row, ever since CJ Stroud has been there. I don't know why it's so hard to credit the quarterback for that. I don't know why it's so hard. There's a gap, if you ask me, between them
Man,
and Jacksonville. There's a gap between them and the Colts. There's definitely a gap between them and the Titans, who had the #1 pick overall this year. And I agree with Howard. I don't know that Jackson. I mean, who's their biggest threat in their division? Ask yourself that seriously. Is it Jacksonville? Is it Indianapolis?
Jacksonville.
Yeah. And
yeah,
they
and why to point out that you said that he made it to the playoffs. If Lawrence didn't go down, they wouldn't get to the playoffs. But by injury, he made it.
so you're talking hypotheticals. I don't
No, it
like to
ain't
do that. I like
hypothetical
to talk
Yeah,
because
facts.
that's a hypothetical right there. That's
won.
not for sure.
No,
That's not
he
for sure right there.
winning. He was winning when he was at the quarterback. You can't say
Yeah. Yeah, injuries happen,
Okay,
man.
but it's the
Driver.
quarterback,
Hey,
right?
Driver. What was Jacksonville's record before Trevor got hurt? How many games ahead of them? Check it out. So, that way we
So
don't
I
have
think that's
emotion.
very
We got facts.
disrespectful of CJ Stroud.
Because if that's the fact, if that's the fact now,
No,
I can sit here.
I'm talking about what Driver said.
No, even if say Driver is right, and say Trevor got hurt and CJ took advantage of him being hurt, right? Jacksonville starts losing games. The facts are, if Jacksonville would have won, say, one of 3 games, for example, and made the playoffs, why that's not relevant? That ain't got nothing to do with CJ. That just had to do with the fact that they lost their quarterback and you kept winning. You caught up with them, but you would never caught up with the quarterback.
Yeah, but listen, if that's the case, I can say AR, if he don't ever get hurt, he go to the playoff every year, right?
That's
I can
right.
say that, right?
That's right.
No.
So it's a double standard now here.
No.
Because the only thing that hindered AR is him being hurt. That's it.
No, but what I'm trying to say is this: if Trevor was ahead of him in the division, right, and Trevor got hurt, and the team doesn't have a good backup quarterback, the team loses those games.
I can't go with that, man.
Okay,
I can't go with it. I'm sorry. Because an injury is an injury. I'm sorry, man. I just can't.
Every team has them, man. Every team has them.
Okay, I guess.
But Wiley, I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you on that. It affects your team more than any other position if you lose your starting quarterback. I agree with you.
Right.
There's no debate there. But I think that part of what I'm hearing in you and Driver's argument is you're really limiting what CJ Stroud was able to accomplish, regardless of whether Trevor had been healthy or not.
No, see, that's the problem. It ain't about CJ. It's about the fact that Jacksonville, say, I can't remember the record, but say Jacksonville needed to win one of 3 games, right? One of 3. But they lost the quarterback and lost all 3. The likelihood of them losing all 3 was lower, right? Because they had beaten some of those teams with that quarterback. So CJ wouldn't have made it in if they'd won 1 game. That's all it is. That has nothing to do with CJ. Nothing. But y'all making it about CJ like I'm trying to diminish his accomplishments. No.
What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, but that's still hypothetical, man. No matter what you say.
Jacksonville was trash.
That's a hypothetical there.
Yeah, they was just trash all the way around.
All I'm saying is, hey, Wiley, can I say this when it comes to CJ Stroud? When they first got him, did you expect them to be on a 3-year playoff run?
No.
Let's just leave that point there.
Oh, there we go. There you go. Okay. All right, I see what you're doing.
What y'all doing up so early in this ungodly hour? Hey, somebody working or something?
Hey, man, and what it is it's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays I do Straight Talk with Wiley, 6 a.m. Right? Because I'm here in Germany, I do it at starting lunchtime over here. So I'll do it during like this week.
I got you, brother.
A couple hours.
I know. I was just joking.
Okay. Yeah, so next week it'll be an hour because I'm able to do longer this week. But next week it'll be an
Wiley,
hour every. Go ahead.
let me say my point on this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
as an organization and stuff, like I said, I always said I'm ready to leave, but right now I'm thinking what the organization is doing, especially when they drafted that first round pick. I'm thinking they're trying to prove to your organization Bryce is the right pick instead of winning. You get what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, and I think that's the wrong way to go, especially if we're
I
trying to have
completely.
team success in the
Mm-hmm.
long run. That's why I'm looking at it. I mean, I know
Well,
we
Yeah,
always say Daniel Jones, that situation, but I'm thinking now we probably going to go down to Tua situation when it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying?
we don't have to now. We don't have
the,
to for this reason.
I know we
the
don't have to, but
organization
I
was
think,
wrong for picking Bryce. Now I'll give you that. They was
but
wrong for
I,
that.
but but while I'm thinking we're doing the exact same thing they're doing, except for we traded, they traded for Tyreek Hill. Rest is history, but it shows like when stuff breaks down with Tua and stuff, he's just a mediocre guy. I mean, we
Mm.
still trying to prove that Bryce is still that guy because I remember one of y'all said limitations. I always say if the pocket's not perfect, it's hard for him to technically, deliver unless he's outside the pocket. And we all know in the NFL, you're not going to have that perfect situation every time. I just think his limitations going to end up catching up. But what the Panthers are going to do, since they're trying to prove he is that guy, is they're more likely going to extend him. That'd be another 3 to 4, 5 years. Then when they realize it's too late, they got to start right back over again.
Well, I hope they pull my card, which is be cold hard cash about it. You give him his 5th year option. You play the guy to his 5th year option, and if he's not doing it, you just let him go and you sign your quarterback. But you got your team now. You got your team
I
built
got a
now.
I
question,
mean,
man.
Go
Wiley,
ahead. Go ahead.
I got a question. Is Ted our number one wide receiver?
he should be. That's
Why
my
should he
answer.
be? I mean, but why
Because
should he
when
be?
we seen them kind of running the
He
offense
getting ready to
around
make a
him.
See,
case for Jalen Coker.
see,
Here we go.
now you, Red. You see what I'm
Here we
saying now,
go.
Red?
Here we
You
go.
Here we
understand,
go.
Red? What I'm talking about, man?
Here we go.
You see, you said he should be. Why should he be? Why shouldn't it be Coker? Why shouldn't it be XL? Why should it be Techno?
Howard, you take a
Right,
man, you spend a number 8th overall pick on this boy. He
right.
is your number one superstar. Jalen Coker was an undrafted free agent. What are we talking about here?
But the undrafted part don't mean nothing. It's all about your football play on the field, right? Right?
So
You've
if
seen
that's the
Coker.
case,
You
then
have not seen Tech.
why is your undrafted guy a fourth stringer then? If that's the case,
I don't know. Yeah, same question I'm asking.
I'll
Why?
be damned.
I don't know.
'Cause he don't have the
Does it make
talent.
sense?
He
Does
don't
it
have
make
the
sense to
talent.
you? Does it make sense to you?
Oh, who you talking about?
Hello,
Who you
hello,
talking
Whoever,
to?
hold on. My
whoever
Yeah,
was
screen
we
went
talking.
got
black.
we got
Howard,
you, man.
Howard, Howard,
Mm.
Uh,
Howard.
yeah,
He went to Holy Cross, which is a mid-major school. Tech went to
right.
Arizona. The
Okay.
the level of talent is too different. You got one guy that is seen as the best receiver in a draft, and one guy barely even scratched the surface of making a team.
Right.
There's differences right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we they passed all that part about barely making a team and all that. That's dead, right? Okay. So was Ted here last year?
Jalen Coker had a decent year, but he's nobody
Was
number one.
I just asked a question, sir. Was Ted here last year? And I'm
He
going
was
off
too
of how
busy getting
y'all say how good.
1,300 yards. He was too busy getting 1,300 yards in college.
Hey,
We
He
talking about the
never did
pros,
that.
man.
Never did
Howard.
that.
Let me ask you. When
He never
Adam
did
Watch
that.
Thielen
Sammy
had
boy.
those two great, Adam, I mean, oh damn, Howard. When Adam
Yeah.
Thielen had them 2 great years in Minnesota, what did they still do?
When he had the 2 great years.
He had them 2 good years. I'm talking about when he had like 12 and 1,300. They
Right.
still didn't
They
think he
turned
was that
right back
number one
around and
guy.
got Justin Jefferson. Mm-hmm.
Right. But you got to look at the age difference. You talking about drafting
Howard,
a
he was
wide.
in his peak
Hold
at
on,
that time.
hold on. You talking about drafting guys who in the same age level. 20, 21, 22, like that. These guys are the same age, just about. It ain't
I
no
know, but
difference in age
Howard,
with
get
these
what I'm
guys.
saying. He just had like I think his last year he had like 1,400 yards or something like that.
Okay,
He was
okay,
in his
fine,
peak, and they still
fine.
drafted that number one wide receiver.
Yeah,
Uh,
fine.
mm.
I get that. All of that you saying. But I'm telling you a fact that Ted wasn't here last year. And y'all claiming that
Okay,
Bryce had this good season, this great season after 10
I'm
after
not
10
claiming
games.
nothing about Bryce. What are you talking
Oh
about?
man.
Nobody mentioned
Oh
Bryce
no.
at all.
No, I'm not claiming it, but the TV is saying it. All kind of things. How good Bryce played. Okay? Am I lying? Am I lying?
Now you're right.
Okay,
That's what they been
Okay,
I
so
think
saying.
you're
that's
talking
all.
about two
So
Tell
different
Buck
points,
Hemp and
bro.
he'll say that.
no, I'm not talking about two different points. You're missing my point. You're missing it.
Bro, I agree with the first thing you said earlier,
Okay,
but we're just simply saying since he's undrafted, I think he's good. They wanted to get another wide receiver, even though I think that's the wrong decision. But at least I can understand it. They think this dude's gonna be basically 1,000 yard
so
wide receiver guaranteed.
they're basing him being a number one. No, you guys are. I'm not gonna say they. You're
How?
basing
If you
him
draft
being a
a
number
top eight,
one off of 1,400 yards coming out of college. That's what you're basing it off.
Howard, if he gets drafted in like in the
I just
top 10,
asking
they
you a
expect.
question. Bryce got drafted
I
number one
said
overall,
them.
dog.
I'm saying
How
them.
could you
They're
argue
basing
one
yes.
Goddamn.
guy with production and one guy that don't
Okay.
got production? How could you even
Yeah, but
argue
you
that?
haven't seen him in the NFL not play one snap yet.
I can
Hell,
see
I
if
saw
Jalen
him in the
Coker came out
preseason.
and
I
had a
saw him in the
did Jalen
preseason.
Coker have
Go ahead.
1,000 yards last season? Did Jalen Coker have 1,000 yards last season?
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't
The nigga
know.
had
But
400 fucking yards, and we sitting here acting like he had
okay, fine.
1,000 yards.
Okay. I'm just making my point as you haven't seen him on the field yet, but you saw in preseason he caught what, one good pass, two good passes, and
I
he
thought you
draw.
tell me preseason
I saw
don't
his
matter.
hands. Hold up. I
I
saw him
thought y'all tell
drop.
me that don't matter.
Oh, that don't matter. But I'm gonna give
That
you
what y'all
some
be telling me?
stats. I'm gonna give you his stats. Y'all giving me the stats from college, right? So as of recently, I thought his hands was all that. This man dropped pass and all that. Okay, just like Xavier, he dropped pass. He's light in the ass. It's a lot of stuff that could go against him now. He's light in the ass.
I mean, I got you, Howard, but they expect him to be 1,000 yard receiver. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
They
guaranteeing it, but
expected that
they,
from XL too. They expected the same thing.
bro, SL was technically like a second or third round pick. Technically, you look at the
Oh
draft
man,
board,
I don't
and
want to hear
he
it.
at
I don't want
32.
to hear what you think.
It's the difference, bro.
I want
Howard,
it to be
I did
factual.
not
He
want
got
XL.
drafted in
I
the
did not
first
want
round,
XL.
dog.
I don't look at XL like that. But you trying to compare a dude
I
that's
look at him like
32nd
that.
to 8th,
I
that's
look
a complete
Be
difference.
I
good.
look at him like
This
that.
nigga
I look
got
at
his
him like that.
mind
How
made up, and
we can't
is
look at it
hell
like
Okay.
bent on
that.
arguing it.
We
He
can't
hell bent
look
on
at
Okay.
it
arguing.
All
like
Just
right.
let him
that
have it.
because at the end
Okay.
of the
I
day,
mean, okay. I'm gonna let it go.
listen. At
I
the end
got
of
I'm
the
just
day,
saying though. I'm
if we
just
look
saying.
at it like that, if everybody was where they got drafted, the expectations meet the draft part pick,
Right.
then Bryce Young would be the best quarterback we've
He
ever
would be
had.
the best goddamn thing.
Comes to that,
Nah,
Xavier Legette being a first round pick don't necessarily mean he's gonna be a
Okay,
1,000 yard
and
receiver.
so the same thing with Ted. That's what I'm saying to you too.
But the
Logic.
problem
Can you
See,
is,
now when you
explain
say
to this
but,
nigga
the
when you
the
problem
say
is,
difference?
hold on.
that means you bias off the top.
I'm not biased.
That's what
At
that
the end of
means,
the
right
day, I
then and
know
there.
football. And at
Can
the
you
end of the day,
explain to
you
him
got
the
a guy
Yeah,
difference
like
oh
in
my
Xavier
God,
Jalen
man.
Legette
Coker?
who only had 1 year of production in college, whereas in somebody like McMillan who's
How
had
did he work for you last year? How did he work for
multiple
you last
seasons.
year? Because he was a rookie last year. Now he's not a rookie anymore. I don't want
What
to
they
talk
got to
about
do
his
with anything?
college no more. I want to talk
What they
about
got
what
to
he
do with
did on the
anything?
football field in the NFL.
He is
You see
still
what I'm saying
developing
now,
as a
dog?
receiver. He's
In
still
order to
developing
have
as a
a
receiver.
conversation, you gotta listen, cuz.
He's still
We
developing as
trying
a
to tell
receiver.
you hard as we could. You talking about an undrafted guy. If you get anything out of him, that's great. But to put him over somebody who had college production is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's
An
not crazy.
undrafted
No,
guy
it's
who
not
proved
crazy. It's not.
nothing.
Coker is not better than
Oh
any of
wow.
these cats on this thing.
Well, well,
Coker
well, well, well,
Wow.
well, well,
is
well.
not. I like Coker.
Wow.
I'm rooting for the dude just off the
Yeah,
simple fact that
that's
he got.
not crazy.
But that's not. But I'm not about to put him above these other
That
guys
is
just because
That's
I
just
crazy,
like
making
him.
your
Howard.
football team
I
good,
can't do
man.
that.
It's not.
That's
I
like
can't.
Just
telling me
because he was
somebody who
undrafted.
got experience in the field versus taking
Right.
somebody who never did the goddamn job before, and you say, well, he
You
better
you
because
you
he never did the job before.
you heard what XL said about Coker? They asked him about Coker. You know what he said? He said, "Oh man, Coker been like that. I'm still trying to." He said, "Coker been
Because
like this.
they
He
were
been
asking
like
him a
this."
facetious question because they were asking him stuff on the podium as it pertains to him in the fight that he just got done, and they're trying to say, okay, Jalen Coker about to take your spot while you fighting. That's what, in a nutshell.
I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. I didn't see it like that. Now you can make it that argument, but I don't see it like that. I'm sorry.
Howard, let me ask you something. Do you expect Coker to be like the next Adam Thielen? Is that what you telling me?
I expect.
Where we get this Coker shit from,
That's
man?
what I expect.
Since when Coker
That's what
got
I'm
here?
asking.
Well, that's
No,
You know
I'm just
what,
asking
Q?
him,
five
Q.
years
Q,
I'm
so,
just
now.
asking
What
him.
is
Since I
this
Like we
stupid
got
ass
this
shit with
hidden gem.
Coker?
hey, Q, you need to
saw
back
him
up off the
field,
cokeheads.
and I
Back off, Q.
recognized
Back
talent
off.
when I saw it. That's all.
I
That's
think
all. That's all.
where you
When
was
I
going in
Howard,
and
recognized
out.
talent
you
when
the
I
only
saw it.
person
Yes.
with a pom for Jack Plummer and Coker. You don't. They're the only two niggas
Right.
I done told
that you
That's
you,
right.
rooting
Guess
Q.
for.
what?
You the
Before you
only
Guess
got on the
what?
nigga.
I'm
phone,
different.
I done
I'm
told you
different.
about Jack Plummer.
I'm different. That's right. I don't follow every
Jack
nigga.
Plummer
I don't
ain't
follow
shit,
every
and
nigga.
Jalen
I do
Coker
what Howard do.
is a decent receiver. He's a decent receiver. I'm not gonna
Hey,
shit on the
now
boy.
see,
He's decent.
this is the inner war. This is the inner war that y'all was just talking about. You got fans fighting amongst each other.
Yeah, see, how would
No,
I agree
that's
with you?
you. You the only
I
nigga around here putting a Holy Cross nigga over a fucking Arizona nigga. Come
no,
on, you
even
the only person doing that.
no, nobody's putting them over Ted. Nobody's doing that.
I was just asking
That's
that to
not what
see.
that nigga just said. Howard just said the nigga was the best receiver on the team. He better. He trying to sit here and say that literally Holy Cross, Jalen Coker is better than Ted McMillan. And he crazy. You crazy for saying that. Can't say that, bro.
I say this, Q. We don't know that to be true because people fail in the NFL. We don't know. We hope that Tech gonna be what Tech's advertised to be, but we know what Coker's gonna be.
I
Who's
tell you this,
coming to play?
hey, if
So
Tech
so so
don't
which
go
one
off,
you got expectations for, Wiley? Which one you got expectations
Both
for?
of them. Both of them. Both
I
of them.
Which
say
one
this, Q.
had
If
expectations coming in the league?
Tech, come on, man.
Exactly. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You talk about a
Q,
nigga with no expectation. Anything he give you is good.
I think
Yep.
there'd be a problem though if what the collar does lead the team though. I think that will be a problem.
The fact that y'all
Fellas,
really willing to say
No, I'm saying
that this
If
nigga
Coker
better
leads
than
the
Tech. Three
my
says
fault.
talk some sense to these niggas, man. Talk some sense to these niggas,
you
man.
know,
What's up,
Q,
boss?
I've
What's up,
been
boss?
listening to this shit. I've been having to listen to this shit for the whole last 3 hours, Q. 3 straight hours, all right? Now, I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand what the issue is with my guy coming here. Like, I just don't understand. I don't believe personally that there was a defensive player at the top of this draft that can transform our defense the way Tech can transform our offense, in my personal opinion,
Okay.
as an
I
individual
ain't
player.
arguing that.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, and then you got, and that's why I
So,
told you I need
okay,
a one-on-one with Go. I need
I
a
got you, boss.
one-on-one with Go. This nigga
I
sat
got you.
here
I
and
got you,
told
boss.
y'all that one of these guys, one of them linebackers, could be a Luke Kuechly, could be a Luke Kuechly, right? And we missed him, and we
Now hold
missed
on
him.
now.
Hey, 336. One of my cousins now. Come on, bro.
Now now
I'm a
now
little
Hey,
now
hey,
biased
three
on
hey,
here.
six.
it's no shame.
Jahad Campbell is like that. We missed out. We did miss out on that linebacker. Now every year there's one guy that's gonna be special.
I can understand that, Q, respectfully, I do. But my point is,
Yeah.
if Tech turns out to be what we all expect him to be, as far as number one, maybe perennial thousand-yard wide receiver, did we really miss when you compare the two?
I mean, when you look at it like that, I'm not arguing Tech. You got Howard up here saying Jalen Coker better than Tech. Address that
Yeah, this
motherfucker.
this what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
just
about
trying
to
to be.
say
I
336.
got you.
That
I
ain't
agree.
us.
No, boss, and I was on earlier. What it was this. See, boss, I heard. I saw you in the chat. We were discussing everything. Now, what we were saying was, do you get the generational linebacker, or do you take a position where you're already okay at? Now, Ted does make you better, right? Say he's top 10 in the league his whole time he's there. Well, guess what? If in the next 5 years you don't get that generational linebacker because you chose a receiver that you can get every other year, you screwed yourself. That's what I'm saying.
But there's a possibility that there's another linebacker coming up within the next 10 years as well.
2 years, bro.
My issue with the
Remember, you're
draft
trying to
Lord
was
win.
have
that
mercy.
Yeah.
He
it
said
was
10
defensive
years.
heavy, like
God
y'all said.
damn.
Yeah, that's what Walter was saying earlier. It was a span of time, basically, to say who's going to be what, and will there be another linebacker like this coming up within the next few years. But if it's a defensive heavy draft, why not take the best offensive player and then fill out the defense? Because I don't believe Nick Scourton is going to be trash.
No, it ain't that. But if we look at it, the most pressing position was middle linebacker. We could have chose one of the defensive ends, right, outside linebackers, right, and then chose a middle linebacker. We didn't do that. We double up on
The
those,
Panthers
but
are
then we
banking
left
on
the
Wallace,
middle.
though.
Yeah, Wallace not a middle. He sets in the middle, true, but he's more of an athletic freak kind of deal. You need somebody who's
Right,
gonna be
but
the
he's
leader
not
of the
going to be playing
defense.
outside in this 3-4.
No, but he's gonna
He's
be
going to have
playing
to
in the
be
middle.
on the inside.
He's gonna be in the middle.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is he needs somebody to
Wait,
put him in
wait.
position.
So question. Hold on. So question. If there's a defensive draft, everybody know what's coming up. We see how the board gonna fall. We sitting there in, let's say, the top 10, and there's a linebacker sitting there that's projected to go around our pick. Are we still? Are you 336? Are you saying go offense because we know it's a deep defensive draft and not pick that linebacker up and just go offense and then
I'm
get a
saying that
defensive
we
guy?
were also in need to secure the wide receiver position. It wasn't that we were only in need to secure defense.
Well, yeah, we had pieces everywhere, but clearly I
That's
get the
the
tech pick,
point
but
I
I
Our
think
made.
offense
offensive
wasn't ranked
perspective
that
we
much
need
higher
defense.
than our
336?
defense.
336? I just had a motherfucker on
Yes,
here
sir.
told me we didn't need Ted McMillan because we had Jalen Coker.
Oh yeah, I've had that same conversation with Howard. He really believes in
Yeah,
Jalen Coker. He really does.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I said that last year, if based on production, you had to address the wide receiver room. If you look at it, how you not going to address your wide receiver room based on if you looking at last year wide receiver production? If
I
your
just think
And I
Tech
contract
feel
fell
more
into the
comfortable
laps,
with
bro.
Wallace being at the middle. I feel more comfortable with Wallace being in the middle versus the wide receivers that we had going forward last year.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would
but
have personally drafted a defensive guy if we was in position, but I do understand why they chose a wide receiver right here and there. But I mean,
yeah,
I think that's done for offense for a while, for
it's
at least
done.
like
It's
2 or 3
done.
years. Cause
Yeah,
I'm like, you done gave
it's
that
done.
man everything: offensive line,
You
wide
can't you
receivers,
can't do
running
nothing
back,
else. You
tight
can't do
ends. I
nothing
mean,
else.
if you can't succeed with this, I don't. You know what I mean? What can you
And be
say?
good. That was my whole initial thing about drafting him. It wasn't just to pair him with Bryce. It's that if Bryce doesn't work out, you have that position
I understand
secured going
336.
forward.
I know how your mind works.
Yeah.
I know because I said this. If Bryce was gone, and let's just say we had Jaden Daniels with the, you know what I'm saying, with this roster, I believe we could be like a 12-win team with him leading the pack. You get what I'm saying? So if he doesn't work out like that, I can see y'all can get another quarterback if y'all in the top 5. So I understand that.
When we
You know what I'm
drafted,
saying? Point.
when we drafted Bryce, the team wasn't necessarily set for a quarterback, in my opinion.
No,
Now,
I
if
mean,
you
I
got
thought
a
we should have
great
got a
quarterback out
defensive.
of the
I thought we
draft,
should have got
yeah.
yeah.
If you got a great quarterback out of the draft, then maybe you could have made do with what we had in 23. But the team wasn't necessarily set up for a rookie quarterback. I think that our offense is now set up regardless of what quarterback is in position. So if
Yeah,
he
I
can't
mean
do
that's
with
how I'm
this,
looking at
then
it
you
now
got to.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. He got to go if he don't put up numbers. That's why I say I think the next quarterback, if he's available, he'd be great. But still got to
Be
feel like
good.
his defense though. Huh? What's
I
going on?
keep hearing you say
I keep hearing you say y'all. Y'all was sitting here.
Just a
Y'all.
saying.
Where the hell you go?
Y'all. Oh, I'm ready to leave. You know, I got my ticket to LA. I got my ticket to LA. This is Kid Bird
Look
stays
at
here.
it. Look at him. He's talking
I'm
about
ready to
Wally.
leave. I'm
Hey, he
ready
ain't
to
wildin'. He
leave.
over there talking in plural, talking about y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all was
Yeah. I'm
sitting
like,
Yep.
at
hold
the
on a
top of the
second.
And I'm gonna
draft to
keep
get
saying
this
it. It ain't gonna
y'all.
be no we in this. It ain't gonna be no we in this.
Did I
You
miss
know.
something?
Yep.
He
Oh
said
man.
y'all.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
sure
and I'm
did.
gonna keep saying it too. And I'm
Yeah,
gonna
with
keep
his
saying it.
chest
How
out
about
too.
that?
Chest out too.
And I'm gonna keep saying it.
Oh man.
And
Nah,
get
but
this and shout out to y'all. How about that?
wow. All right, all right, all right. What we got here? Uh, so I have a question. So if we go back to Bryce's draft, do you choose CJ or do you choose the linebacker and to build your team out? Do you
Actually,
really?
Wiley, if we
Yeah, go ahead.
let me answer this one real quick. I wouldn't have moved up. I would have chose Jalen. What's his name? Jalen, the guy from the
Yeah,
Eagles,
from the
because
Philly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we were stated to get him. I would
Yep.
have chose him because I wouldn't have got a quarterback. I would have lived with the quarterback that's in Seattle right now to be our bridge. You know what I'm saying? What happens
Mm-hmm.
when after 10. That's my personal
Yeah.
opinion.
And then we'd have had a team built. And if it didn't work out with Sam, then guess what? It's okay. You draft your quarterback. You have that last year with Sam, and you say goodbye, Sam. But now you have a team. We'd have had our top 10 receiver more. We'd still had Burns and, you know what I'm saying? Louvu and yeah.
But you got,
But hey, we
but
down this
this,
road already. Go ahead.
but you got to understand though, who to say that Tick might not be? I mean, Tick could be better than Moore, DJ
More.
Moore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a
So
totally different situation. See, here's the
yeah,
problem.
you know,
This had nothing to do with tech, and I don't want to start doing that because then we're gonna start, doing that mess. Because to me, I try to not talk about those individual players that way for this reason. Then say this year's a bad year because he's in a dependent position. He doesn't get that many yards. But Bryce had a bad season, but we can blame it on him. Then you see if we start playing that game. Go ahead.
I mean, Bryce ain't really got that room to blame it on nobody this year though. I mean,
I don't
to be,
disagree, but
I mean, everybody, even people that vouch for Bryce, know that this is opportunity to
yeah.
make some shake. I mean, that's just being real. If they ain't looking at it from that standpoint, they just circling around and like I say, going in circles. But
Mm.
everybody know this year got to be a Bryce Young year though. He got to show at least a
And they
Pro
gonna
Bowl
blame the defense.
quarterback.
They gonna
Yeah.
blame
Hey,
the defense.
hey, all I'm saying is this. Hey, look right here. It was King Whitley. He said Coke is definitely the best receiver on the Carolina Panthers right now. Coke Higgs in the building,
It's
baby.
still Adam
Keep going.
Thielen. Yeah, it's still Adam Thielen until further notice.
But hey, I'm gonna
And,
clean that
and,
up
and I
earlier
don't
when y'all said
necessarily
about
like
Alan
that.
Tito. I'm gonna
Yeah,
clean
I
up
don't
that Alan
necessarily
Tito
like
thing.
that, but that's what it is.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Well, Adam was at Minnesota, right? He had this breakout year. His breakout year came with Diggs, remember? Him and Diggs, that was
Yeah.
Adam's breakout year. Then they got rid of Diggs, not because of Adam having a bad year, no, because Diggs had issues with not being on time and all kind of other crazy stuff. Adam still had a good year. Then Adam had another good year after that, but they drafted Jefferson and they drafted another receiver and they faded. They stopped throwing to Adam, not because Adam couldn't receive the ball, but they made an emphasis on passing to the young guys. So it's not like Adam couldn't play. It's just they chose the young guys. And look what we should do: choose the young guys. But yeah,
Well,
trying to say
I'm gonna be
he.
honest
Yeah,
with
go
you. I
ahead.
don't like necessarily building a team that way. I like to see the best guys on the field, regardless of age. So if you guys want to see the young guys on the field, to me, they got to beat them out. And until they beat them out,
Okay,
it is what it
last
is.
year, last year, other than yards,
Right.
right? Other than yards, Coker beat him. Contested catch. Coker was number
Based
8 in
on,
the. Hold
based
on.
on injury.
Again, we said numbers, right? So based on
Yeah.
contested catch in the league, when you saying the ball is, you got to go get it, right? Coker was number 8 in the league. Adam was in the top 10.
Okay.
In the slot where Adam plays and Coker plays, right? For getting open and actually catching the ball, number 1 was Lab McConkey. Number 4 was Jalen Coker.
Okay.
So it's time to move on. You see what I'm saying? This ain't personal.
Well, one thing I will say is, had Adam not gotten injured, it's very unlikely that we would have even seen Jalen Coker.
Well, I guess that's such is life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he definitely benefited from that injury because he wasn't even in the rotation.
No, he couldn't get no burn. What we got Claire saying?
And we released and traded what's his name? Deontay Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we had to get rid of DJ because DJ was acting the fool. You're right, because he had 2 benefits. You're right. Adam got hurt, and then Johnson was being Johnson.
That's why I was saying that the wide receivers, man, like you got to look at Adam was the only I ain't gonna say the only one, but as far as production wise, as ones that's stable, that's been in the rotation, that showed up. You know, you had X.
Nah, bro. I may be honest. I hear you on that, but we should have probably went defensive player first round. To be honest with you, honest team like Steelers and stuff, that probably would have went defense.
Cause we could have got another receiver. Now we wouldn't have maybe got a Tet, but we could have got another receiver. So okay, let's remove Tet. Right? Look at all the receivers we got now outside of Tet, and we added a good receiver in the middle of the draft. Do you think we still be a good receiving core?
I mean, somewhat, but to answer your question,
yes,
they are tired of mid-level wide receivers. So
me too.
We at the point. That's why you making created the podcast around that, because we have an overload in wide receivers. So their process is to eliminate having so many wide receivers is to get one that's so good so that next year they don't have to have this problem. See, this ain't the problem they're gonna have next year. Because they expended Tech to the point to show you that he the number 1 coming in from the draft over veterans.
Yeah.
So
I still think they spent too much though. I still think they did too much for the offense because I say we, how about that? We neglected the defense for way too long when it comes down to it. I mean, logically it makes sense getting a wide receiver at that time, but it's just let's just go back last draft. We drafted a wide receiver. We got a tight end. We got a running back. We picked up another running back. We got another tight end. We got another wide receiver. I'm like, it's to the point. It's like for me, that's why I'm saying they'd rather prove Bryce it's not a bust instead of winning games, and I think that's a big issue for them.
That again, that's another reason for.
And I didn't even throw the offensive lineman in there to help them out. You know what I'm saying? That's not even including the guys that end up leaving. Mingo left, were traded. Then we got rid of Deontay Johnson. When Whitaker was playing, he was producing at the time. We got rid of him. I'm like, if somebody say Bryce Fields or something like that, I do not want to hear the Panthers didn't give him the opportunity. They did everything possible. Everything possible.
No one can say that there wasn't a good opportunity given to him to succeed in this at the Carolina Panthers. You can't say that. So that's the bet. To me, I think that's what they're gonna do. Personally, I think give him his 5th-year option and see what he does. And if he doesn't do good, you done built your team, and then you continue to push, man. Because I think if we jump out these windows every year trying to just get rid of him, that's to me is ineffective. If we actually go ahead.
How do you feel about the wide receiver core as a whole? I mean, have you ever really just
It's
sat back and looked at it? What we
I looked
got?
at it last night. Yeah, I looked at it last night. Uh, if it was if I had an opportunity to actually do it, I would say get rid of. It sounds horrible, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Get rid of Adam off top. Uh, then you're gonna cut Brown, right? Cut 83, and then what you're gonna start the season with. And you could bring him back, bring 83 back. But if you're gonna start the season, you're gonna start the season with Coker, uh, Renfro, uh, Ted, Leggett, Horn. Those be your five. And then if some issues come up, you bring back 83. And then that's what your receiving core needs to be. Because
Wally, why
Renfro
would
won't play.
you keep
hmm
Renfro over Adam Thielen?
Because Renfro's
You
29,
just
Adam Thielen's
extended Adam
34.
Thielen, by the way. Yeah, but
I
you just
know, but
extended him,
that's
by the
okay.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's this year money. Next year money is dead money, and you good. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's not. Yeah.
So
It's the
you paid
money
him to
spent
leave?
already. It's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. You didn't
It
know what
sounds
you
like
was gonna
Scott
get.
Fitter.
But
Yeah, it
No,
sounds
it
like
did.
Scott
No,
Fitter to me.
no,
And
it ain't
Wally,
that
if
much.
you didn't know what to get, you should. If you didn't know what you was gonna get, you should be fired. So that means you ain't
Okay.
had no damn plan going into
Okay.
this
Watch this.
offseason.
Hunter Renfro walked into your facility. You didn't recruit him. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
That
this is
guy
the
Yeah,
was a
thing. You
and you
don't
thousand.
paid
you
Adam
don't
Thielen, and he's
necessarily
been the
know.
best guy
You don't know
for
if he's
3
going to
years
be a
now.
1,000-yard receiver again. You know, Adam
You
Thielen,
don't. You don't
long as
know if
he's
he's going to
healthy,
be
he's
healthy this
productive.
entire season.
Yeah, he's
Come on,
productive.
man. Yeah. Okay. That same
I'd rather have
productivity.
Adam Thielen on the bench and the young guys playing than to have Renfro playing and Adam not be here.
I agree.
You can
I
Yeah,
agree.
have
yeah,
that
I agree with
same
that.
mentorship or whatever productivity. The
It's not
reason
even
why
about mentorship, solely. It's about production and mentorship.
then if you'd have
I
gave
think you
those
get the
same
best of both worlds.
if you'd have gave those same type of numbers to Coker, he'd have had the same numbers. Come on, man.
We could say that.
Okay.
I'm not
I'm,
gonna.
I'm,
I'm
Yeah,
not.
we
Where
could say
y'all
I'm
that.
not
getting
gonna
this
go and say
Coca
that.
shit from, man?
I'm
Like,
not gonna
what
go
the
and
fuck
say
am I
that.
missing with Coca? What is it with this nigga, man?
At the end of the day, Adam Thielen and Xavier Leggett had to miss some games for Coker to get what he got. I'm not about to throw the boy over no higher than where he is. I'm not saying he's sorry or nothing, but I'm not. Let's be real now. He's an undrafted free agent. For him,
Logic.
yes sir.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Y-
Can you hear
yes
me
sir.
now?
Yes sir.
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Loud and
Logic
clear.
can hear
Yes
you.
sir.
What the fuck am I missing with
You
Coca?
ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing.
Why
That's
does
why.
niggas
That's why
keep
I asked him.
bringing Coca up?
That's why I asked him about the whole draft. Okay? You got a first
That's
round pick in Xavier Leggett who's got who we got questions. We knew he wasn't a complete receiver. That's number one. You got Jimmy Horn, who's a late round pick, but you don't know how much production he gonna get out of him. He looks like he gonna be the part, and I hope he does. You got Adam Thielen, who's a former undrafted free agent, who's aging, but still right now is the most productive receiver you got. That ain't really good if you really want to be honest. He shouldn't be the number one, but he is currently until otherwise proven differently. You got Moore,
Okay.
who's an aging guy. I mean, if you really look at the whole room, we ain't sitting pretty. This the most we've had as far as talent in one room at one time
Mm-hmm.
in Carolina. But as far as
Mm-hmm.
the guys as a whole, we ain't hitting on a whole lot right now.
Logic.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get them to understand, because how would you go about just elevating Coca over Tech when
Nobody
Coca
said
was the
nobody's gonna
No,
do that.
that's Howard.
No
That's
one
Howard
no one
saying
not
that.
gonna do no
How
one
is
doing that,
they
man.
saying
No one doing that,
Ted
man. No one.
is Coca is the best receiver on the team? I don't see that shit right there.
No.
Now he's a
Nah.
decent receiver,
He's decent,
but
yes.
he doesn't have the most talent in this wide receiver room. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. If
No.
you're telling me Coca is more talented than a Chet McMillan or an
All right.
Xavier Leggett, you crazy.
Okay, all right. So I'm a since Q, we all about facts around here, right? Who
Here we
had the
go.
longest run? Who had the longest run?
Come
Catch
on,
and run
man.
last
Come
year.
on,
That
man.
don't
You
mean
Who
jumping
had
at
it?
anything,
80
bro.
yards.
That
That
was a
don't
that was
mean
a
he
broken
better.
play. That
Who
was a
had
broken
it?
It was
play.
a
Don't do
blown
that,
Who
man.
had
coverage.
it?
Stop
do
this
average.
that,
shit, Wiley.
Wally.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Watch your
Okay.
black ass mind.
Average yards per catch. Who has
Oh, here we go.
Because
Listen.
he had an 81-yard pass, all his numbers was inflated. Dog, stop it.
You know what, Q? It sounds good until you don't have the numbers to support you. It's okay, Q.
What the fuck is you talking about, Wiley?
You see that logic? You see that logic? The numbers okay until they don't support Q.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm taking your whooping away.
Hey, I'm gonna take a book out of. I'm gonna take a book out of Q.
Check this out.
Q,
Hold on.
he on your ass. I'm gonna do like this. Q, he on your ass.
If Coker was that great, did he start the preseason? Did he start?
No,
Nope.
they started
Hold on.
again.
Okay, so they went with Tech X and whoever they went with at I'm not Adam. So
Yep.
all right, when Tech came in, did he catch 2 bombs? Or did he catch a bomb? Or did he catch a catch? Wasn't they looking to throw the ball downfield to Tech?
Who caught the touchdown then, since we're gonna do it like that?
No, I'm asking
Here we go.
No, they threw a
Who took
Wiley.
place? So we're gonna get mad.
Wiley. They did throw the ball deep to they did throw the ball deep to Coker. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be like what y'all saying, but remember he had that one had to catch. It just got, I think it was a penalty on that play.
Yeah,
so they did throw it deep to Coker.
Yeah, but that was
But I'm just saying I don't believe in Coker like y'all do. I mean, I'm just gonna put that out.
I got it, but what I'm saying is this: looking at the way our team is, right? Looking at the way our team is, we got to look at can we get rid of Adam Thielen? I think so. Adam Thielen had 615 yards last year in 10 games. Jalen Coker played 11 games, and he had 478 yards. Adam Thielen had one more game, and he had 14, look like it was 16 more targets.
Is that not a problem for you, Wiley? 11 games, 400 yards, and you get 2 touchdowns out of a nigga. But y'all saying he the best on the team now.
That ain't it, bro. That ain't
all
it. He's a third receiver at best. He's a receiver.
All I'm saying is this: we need
ain't
to
it,
get.
bro.
If we get Leggett on the field,
2
Coker.
touchdowns.
Hold on, Leggett, Coker, and Tech on the field at the same time. Great, get Adam out of here.
Wiley, they're saying Coker is the best wide receiver on the team.
He's not.
And I keep telling these niggas
not.
this.
Okay.
Look,
Adam Thielen is older, but guess what? He's probably right now still the best on the team. I hate to admit that, but it is the fact is the fact.
These boys had me pull up film the other night, and they said Coker made a damn toe tapping touchdown, just like Tet did. And I look at that play. I said, "There's no way next what Tet did." Tet had the body control.
If he did, Q. Even if he did, that's one play. That do not make you the best on the team.
But this the difference, though. You could just sit back and throw the ball to Tech on up against a defender. If Coker going open, he beating this man going down the field. Yeah, Tech can score from any point on the field.
Tet is a playmaker.
Nobody's saying that he's gonna take Tech place. I'm saying is we need to move on from. I know that. I'm saying we need to move on.
If you're gonna move on
from
anybody, you need to go ahead and get rid of Moore, and you need to go ahead and get rid of Renfro. You can keep Adam if you're gonna keep one of the guys out of that.
Why?
What do you mean why? Because you sitting here with a guy that you know you're gonna get production out of, instead of a guy that you think you're gonna get production out of.
Okay, if we're gonna go with the injury thing that what you're trying to go to, okay, I got you.
It ain't about injury. It's a simple fact. It's a simple fact. He's been out of football for 2 years, bro.
Last year, yeah, I know. Last year, whenever Adam actually exerted himself, remember in the Raiders game, what happened to those hammies that are bad?
Hey, listen, if you're looking at all his production, though, while he's been here, he's been the number one guy. Don't miss me with the injury stuff. Because ain't nobody else been productive other than him at receiver. Nobody.
Because
300 yards, 400 yards from this guy, that guy, that ain't nothing. He's been the sole guy.
They've been targeting him.
Why though? Why? Because nobody else is doing anything.
No, the guy that has the least amount of drops was Coker. The guy that had the most sure hands was Coker. The guy that catches the most contested. That's what I'm trying to say. These numbers ain't just bullshit numbers.
That's all cool, and he still, with everything you just said, all he had was 400 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Because he got targeted less.
Man, okay. There's a reason why he got targeted less, bro. Because he ain't that guy.
Well, I think you look at that like if he get his chance, he'll produce. I think that's you logic.
That's what he's trying to say, but I
think logic is saying
I know
basically if you put him at 2, he's gonna be shut down.
Nobody but Howard. You and Howard the only two niggas talking that stupid shit today.
You know what though, Q?
So Wally, you believe in Plummer too? Since you believe in what Howard, do you believe in Plummer too?
No, see, hey, Logic, don't have me turn the camera on.
What jersey you got on? That's what I want to know. What jersey you got on?
Burns.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I saw the top of that. I thought that might have been the daggone 9.
Nah, the Burns.
Oh, yeah. Just making sure. Mm.
Nah, that's that Burns, baby.
Look like a 9 there for a second. I thought you showing your support of your quarterback or something.
You know how Wiley was now. He was high on that nigga at first. Yeah.
You see how he do it? Hey, Logic, you see how he do it? I was on his ass. You see how he tried to do that, Logic? He tried to turn on me.
It took him about week
I bet
3
his ass
he gave
smiling right
up.
now. He tried to get y'all
He said week 1, but I don't believe him.
You don't believe?
I don't believe him.
You believe, huh? You believe, huh?
There's tape of Wiley still having hope week 2.
There you go.
I didn't have no hopes in week 2.
I went back and look.
There's a video out there now.
There's a video of Wiley in week 2 saying, yeah, he still can get that 800 yards to Terrence Marshall and all that shit there. Now, by week 3, he done gave up.
I gave up. Hold on, you full of shit. Because I gave up coming back from the game 1. I was at the stadium here in Germany watching the game, right? Because they had a big fan fest. We were watching the game. I was walking back from the stadium pissed off. Because I drove all the way up there to see that shit. Even the Germans were like, he ain't it. You know what I'm saying? The Germans were like, he ain't it. He ain't got it. I was like, Jesus.
Hey, y'all, I'm sorry, man. I've been on the show. Thank y'all for letting me be on the live. I missed a lot of the discussion. Yeah, man, I missed a lot of discussion, but I'm at work, man, so I was taking some calls this morning. I apologize. I just want to jump back in with y'all, man.
You good, Red?
Yeah. You know, Red, let me ask you a question.
Yes,
from
sir.
An outside perspective, because we got some dumb shit going around here in Carolina. They say Jalen Coker is the best receiver on the team. Do you agree with that?
I disagree strongly.
And why is that, please?
Because until he draws regularly, every other team's number one cornerback and double coverage, then we can have that discussion. But right now, when I look at what he's drawing the second or the third, and mainly he's drawing probably a nickel cornerback, or maybe even a safety in coverage. Because all of the coverage from other teams have been rolled to y'all's number one. Last year, Leggett had to face that, and Adam Thielen. So when he's third on the pecking order. Now, he might be better than your third wide receiver, but you got to work your way up that pecking order. He hadn't drawn the kind of coverage yet to say he's your number one.
Okay. Here's the problem with that. He played games without Thielen and Leggett, and Johnson was gone. So who was the number one then?
What was his numbers in those games? And then we can talk about it.
Let me pull it up.
I guarantee you.
You said he wasn't even on the scout report. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm saying that I guarantee you those numbers went down when he went against other guys who is that dude for another team's defense and secondary.
I got that.
I'm not saying the kid ain't good. I'm not saying he ain't good, but he ain't y'all number one.
No, he ain't the number one. And
I say second and third, like
niggas is arguing us down.
He could be the third receiver if he wanted.
They don't know football, kid. I'm sorry.
But this the thing. This the thing. He's saying that because Adam Thielen wasn't in the game or Xavier wasn't in the game. But we all know if Xavier's on the field and Adam Thielen's on the field, and then you put Coker on there,
they gonna get the attention.
I just want y'all to know
exactly.
That. He don't get no attention. I just want y'all to know that.
Yep.
So that's the argument you got there. If he is really that guy, then he's on the field. He's gonna get double covered. He's gonna get the number one guy. They're gonna isolate him with the best corner from the other team if he's that guy, and he ain't that. He's
I
third at
mean,
best.
I had to ask him. I had to ask him because I really want to know. I like, do you expect Coker to be the next Adam Thielen? I really asked him that.
And that's the vibe. That's the
And
vibe
his
I'm
stuff
getting
was
from
going
Philly.
out, so
That's the
I
vibe
didn't
I'm getting.
hear
I think
that.
that's what they're thinking. Yes, that's
If
the
you
vibe I'm
showed
getting.
that much production last year, you'll be starting. You'll be the number 3 wide receiver coming in. I
Yep.
mean,
No, that's not true because you drafted 2 first-round receivers. They ain't no. That's politics, baby. Come on now. That big money
But
politics
but
too.
but also, if he was that guy, they wouldn't have felt it was necessary to go get a first round wide receiver. You got one in the. You would have one in the building.
That's a fact. That's a
I
fact
hear,
right there.
Again,
I
Coker
hear you.
not sorry, but he ain't what he ain't that. He not that. He
Okay.
ain't. He ain't.
You know
This ain't
what?
no. This ain't Adam Thielen with the Vikings, and he got Stephon Diggs across from him. And he eating because he getting one-on-one coverage. This
And
Okay.
ain't. This
Wiley,
ain't what this about to be.
and
Mm-hmm.
Wiley, what I'm saying to answer Q's question, my response to Q's question is, I don't think he's been tested at the number 1 receiver level to say he's your number 1. And Wiley, just think about
Mm-hmm.
this. Everybody in the NFL ain't wrong. That thing I read to you earlier, who did it highlight as being the big boost that y'all got? Ted McMillan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's because you expect. It ain't just a matter of them just saying, well, how you going to put Ted, what you want to get out of Ted, above somebody who gave you what Coker gave you last year or Thielen
Okay.
gave you?
Okay.
It-
Question then, since
yeah,
I love this discussion. Question.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, no one drafted Coker. Obviously, he was undrafted, right?
yes.
So a guy that's in the slot giving you the 4th production in the slot and top 10 for contested catches. Is that guy worth drafting? Because
Probably,
obviously all 32 teams was fucking wrong, right?
absolutely.
Okay,
You
just
know
making
what?
sure.
Absolutely. I
I'm
ain't
just
gonna
making
say
sure.
probably. Hell yeah, he should have been drafted.
So that
But
means
but
all
but but
32
but, but
teams,
Wiley, hold
including
on,
us,
Wiley.
was full of
Hold on,
shit. Go
Wiley.
ahead.
Hold on, Wiley. Should he have been drafted number 8 overall, like Tet was, or number 32 overall, like Leggett was?
Nobody didn't say that. I didn't say that. See, you trying to set a brother up.
Yeah.
I ain't
You
gonna. Hey,
simply
I ain't
said
gonna do that.
drafted. You
I
simply
said
said
drafted.
Just
drafted.
drafted.
I
You just
said
said
drafted.
drafted.
I said
That could have been
drafted.
7. That could
Then
have been 7
you
drafts.
decided to put him all the way up there. I didn't say that.
Well,
So you know
drafting is
what?
an
We
easy answer. Hell yeah, he should have been drafted.
we
Okay,
Yeah.
got a
that's
bunch
Yeah.
of money to read today. We got a bunch of
Money.
money.
Yeah.
Wale
Read the
ain't reading none of the money.
money.
Wale, we got over 20 goddamn super chats, Wale.
Oh my
Hold
goodness.
up.
yeah. I
So
was
shout
reading
out to
some of them.
Dave
Keep
for
going.
Jesus. He said, good morning, everybody. Hope you have a blessed
Good
week.
morning, Flame.
And he said, I will stick with my 5 wins. We didn't do enough
Yep,
on
we're
defense.
starting
We're
over.
busy
Keep going.
adding new toys. I'm just starting from the beginning.
Yep.
It's
Uh,
it's
remember,
money.
remember, this is Adam last year. I took him
Shit.
for the retire or the contender. We're still a way off from being a consistent winner. Then he said, as a veteran, Adam is there. He hurts the young guys. He is Bryce security blanket. That's who Bryce has went to for 2 years. Then he said, in my opinion, we wasted that 8 pick. I like Ted, but I believe that we need a defense. I hope Ted is what I think he can be. If not, the pick was a big waste. Next up, where is that elite linebacker we could have? He said, where is the elite safety we could have had got? Where is that corner we could have got? Where is that monster D lineman we could have had? Then next up, he said, I am the one that says 5 wins because we didn't do enough on defense. Then next up, Flame hit with the big $20 super chat. Say Supernova, that's what happened when you get all the new toys on the side of the ball. Bryce got the number 8 overall pick. He got 1,000-yard running back. He kept the whole line together. We got defensive line for the defense. Then Flame gifted 5 super chats. My Lord. 5 more,
Wow.
man. Shout out to Flame. Then we got JP. He said we were 17th in drops last year. That hasn't been a big issue since Bryce got drafted. So can we stop saying it? Then he said 215 to 220 a game equals 5 wins. Bryce has a major jump to get us to 7 wins. 250 a game might get us 7 wins, 28 points a game. Then he also said, I'm going to blame Dan Morgan. I look at it different than Howard. I blame it all on Dan Morgan. Great GM we have. Then Dan Morgan spent most of the resources on offense. The last 3 years has done this now. I blame Dan Morgan for it all. Then JP with the big super chat, the $20. He said Howard's view on QBs, on short QBs, is understandable though. Physical attributes matter in a physical sport. You're putting yourself behind the 8 ball due to limitations. The harder QB to build a team around, unfortunately. And damn, we got a couple more. Yeah, wow, we see that money come on up.
They making it rain today, boy.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I was reading the money. You just started over.
Oh, okay. When Trevor got hurt, the record was 2-8. They weren't playing well with Trevor. Then,
they covered
man,
everything.
Yeah. He said wide receiver one doesn't matter. Guys need to make the plays when it comes down to them. Then he said, what defensive coordinator is planning for Coker? The cornerback one, Coker lined up against. When does he get playing time? I agree with him on that. And then he said, read the goddamn money.
Who said that? JP?
JP. Mm-hmm.
I know that sound like JP.
He said, what defensive coordinator is game planning for Coker?
Hey,
that's
what it boiled down to, Wiley.
You know what? Hey, you know what though? You know what the problem is? If the young man, say they wouldn't have drafted 2 receivers in the first round, he would get playing time. But they did draft 2 receivers in the first round. So that is the 8 ball he's against. Last year, we had Johnson. They said, well, you can't play him because we got Johnson. We just gave him the money. Then they said, we got Leggett, first round pick. Then we said it was somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It was always something. Oh, Adam. Adam is the whoopee blanket for Bryce. It was always an excuse why the guy couldn't get on the field. He just kept playing and got himself on the field. I respect that.
Yeah, but Wiley, with all due respect, you can wipe your ass with that respect. That boy ain't shit. I'm sitting here telling you that right now.
Okay, Q.
When it comes to playmaking, big play, 20-plus yard making ability, Coker is
Wiley, if you can hear me, I'm going to drop out and join back.
Got it. I got you.
He's nowhere in the same stratosphere as a Ted McMillan or Jimmy Horn or them Cruz and all that. He's a 4th wide receiver for a reason, Wiley.
Yeah, I guess, Q. I guess if the sun shine on the monkey's ass one time a year, it's sunny.
I mean, he might be able to develop into like a third down specialist, a sure hands guy, somebody who, and again, that ain't knocking him or nothing. But I don't feel like he's this game changer or nothing like that. No, I feel like he got good work ethic. I feel like he's kind of hungry because of where he was undrafted and stuff. That might work out for you later on. But number 1, number 2, nah, that's I think that's a bit much to put on his shoulders.
No, I didn't say he had to be right now. I'm just saying is even if he was playing the so-called number 2, right? Then you got either Renfro or you got Horn in the slot. It would be a balanced receiving core. You know what I mean?
Let's say this. Can we say this? If one of the wide receivers gets hurt, he'd be a good backup to take their place. Can we say that?
Okay, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone because
I get both points.
Yeah. I'll leave it alone simply because
all I'm saying is
it's a very controversial thing. I don't know why, but hey.
The thing is, Wally, with everything that's been said on both sides, the one thing we still got to worry about is whether the guy under center can deliver that ball to them so that they can make that honest, take on this. Whether they good, whether we get the full potential out of these wide receivers. A lot of us don't feel like we will because of our quarterbacks, arm or lack thereof. So
I always say this, Logic.
Yes, sir.
Time will tell, right? Time will tell.
Facts.
Like I said, but at least one thing I think most Panthers fans can agree on: no more excuses for you. They gave you the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, who's had more weapons like that? I mean, in the last couple of years, you know what I'm saying? to make sure you the guy who got weapons like this before.
I mean,
No,
you
no
can't really
quarterback
call
gets
them.
Number
past.
one,
Hold on, bro. How we gonna call them weapons if they ain't prove themselves?
you expect Tech to do good, bro.
You
Yeah,
said
when you
weapons. I know you said
weapons,
weapons.
yeah,
Weapons meaning
expectations.
I
You
got
got
three.
when
I
you're
got
first
I got
round.
three weapons. You said who got the most talent? Far as Bryce,
Bro,
like Bryce. So
look
what?
at the wide receiver core and the
No,
running back and the tight ends.
I'm
Who's got
asking
more
you.
than that? I'm asking you, who's got for helping the number one overall pick? Who can say, oh, I got two first round wide receivers, a running back, a 1,500-yard running back. We drafted a running back. He got hurt. We get another 1,000-yard running back. We drafted a tight end. Oh, guess what? We drafted another tight end. Oh yeah, and other than that, we gave you basically an all pro O line as a QB. Who can honestly say that in the league right now?
No, if you talk about any other first round QBs, none.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Most of the
Now I
first round
understand
QBs,
like certain quarterbacks dropped
yeah,
into some situation, but I'm talking about first round pick. And now you trying to debate me on weapons?
no, 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 none. Because most of the first round guys, especially if they done produced and done stuff, their picks have been allocated to the defense because the teams are used to them carrying them. So none. Bryce has gotten way more than any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and
Okay.
that ain't no hate there.
No, it ain't no hate. That is what it is. He's got two uh draft classes worth of weapons and trades. He's got all this stuff. He got to use it
But
now.
I'm asking
Make it work
you
this year.
the weapons that y'all say he got when Adam Thielen is the best wide receiver he got.
First round pick, you are required and expected to do something. Don't
I
matter if you're the
understand
first
that.
pick to the last pick. So it
So
don't
what
matter if
did
you
X
number.
do? What did X do? Did he play like a first round pick last year? Answer the question.
Who?
Did Xavier
Exactly.
play like a first round
Xavier.
pick?
Xavier. At the end of the day, if anybody got
Okay
on here and
then.
said
You don't
that
answer the
said
question.
that he was supposed to be your number one wide receiver and come out and have 1,000 yards, it's crazy. He had 1 year of production in college. He should have been a second or third round pick, but he
But
was taken in the first.
you still keep going back to what he should have been taken. I'm asking you a question. Did he
He does have two
produce
first round wide receivers.
did he produce as a number one first round pick last year?
No,
Okay, then. So you can't say
you still can't
that
say he
he
ain't a
got
weapon though.
no, you can't no, that still ain't production. Production matters.
Is
You
he a
you
Bro,
can
he
weapon or
got
not?
say
hurt.
I don't
no,
give a damn about
no,
production at this point.
no.
Is he a
You
weapon
can't
or
say
not?
that.
Don't try to. You
No,
trying to
it
sit for
does
your
matter.
little bastard. You trying to sit
Just,
for that little
no,
nigga that's back there in the
Chase
center, but that
Young,
ain't gonna help.
no, Chase productive. Jefferson productive. No was productive. All the wide
Do you
receivers.
hear who you just named? Do you hear who you just named?
I named the wide receivers that went first round.
You named the
Bro,
best
you named it
receivers
like
in the
top five.
NFL. You named
Oh
the best
Lord.
receivers in the NFL.
Oh Lord.
The
Did they go
top
first
Bro,
guys.
round?
he making excuses, bro.
Oh,
Because
big
I
one.
mean, get back to the point. He true but average. I mean, he had was it like 1,500 yards or 1,200? I forgot how much he had last year. Remind me. He had that. Then we get another running back. Then we drafted a tight end. Then we gave him an offensive line. That's a lot, bro. Most teams don't do that. And you sitting there trying to say, "Oh, what about a whip?" I was like,
Well,
"Bro,
no,
you
no,
got a
be good,
running
be
back
good,
that's
be good. We
rushing
got to
for."
correct
Yeah,
that. Most teams don't have to do that.
yeah, I know that. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, they
Of
shouldn't
course,
have to. You
of
know what I
course.
mean? But I'm just laying it out. You gave him basically a great line. You had a running back that rushed for. I think he rushed for 1,200. My fault. My fault. I can't remember his numbers. Okay, we got Excel. Let's just say he didn't live up to expectations, but we all agree more like he's going to be a weapon. You know what I'm saying? You found another, like I said, I ain't gonna call it weapon. You found Coker out of nowhere. Then you drafted another wide receiver. Then you gave him another running back, and didn't they draft another tight end or something and another wide receiver this year? I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
most teams don't do that. You don't know. Most sensible teams don't do that.
There you go. That's the most important part. Sensible teams don't do that.
But I'm just saying my point as the number one overall pick. We never. I mean, in my lifetime, I haven't seen. When has a team ever did this before? You know what
Never.
I'm saying?
Never. Never. I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. Ever, ever. Yeah. Hey, hey guys. It looks like we are like someone here put this question at Creekside says, what does XL do better than Coker? Please, somebody explain.
See, y'all want me to answer that question.
Yeah, what does he do?
Hey,
Hmm?
he a better route runner.
Who?
Coker?
Leggett? No. He says, what do X do better than Coker?
Oh.
Mm. See that?
I
See how hard that
mean,
is?
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that
I mean, I would say his abilities are
better
better.
than X because
His attributes are better, Wiley.
Yeah, X
That's what I
got
say.
more of an upside than Coker upside. That's what I'm saying. Meaning your potential. So at that point, if you look at Coker, Coker might just be ready to play right now, but over the long haul, is X gonna progress into the player that, like I say, to the number one pick, and that's why I say that.
Go ahead, bro. My fault. And I was gonna say on that situation, even though, like I said, I wasn't the biggest fan of SL when he did run his routes and stuff, he was open on a couple occasions. Did he have some drops? Yeah, but you seen the ability, especially when teams were scheming against him when he was like that second option. You get what I'm saying? So he showed the ability he can get open and stuff like that. I think at a
I
higher
don't
level.
I don't
That's what I'm
disagree,
saying. When it
but
comes to he asked what he does better, I'm saying his ability to get open
to get
and
open,
stuff.
got it.
Now route running, I don't know about
Nope.
certain things, but
Nope.
his attributes on like how he can do certain things is there some things you just can't teach on that field. You know what I'm saying? And I think he'd be more of a playmaker than what Coker can be. That's my answer to it.
Okay. So he looks he it feels and looks like he should be better.
No, I just said on the certain things that he's done on the field, you can see like okay, getting open, the separation, it shows okay, he's got better upside in what he does. Coker can't do certain things that Excel can do on that situation. I think Coker got better hands than Excel, but when it comes to like getting that separation and stuff, he surprised me on that end. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Okay.
gonna sit there and bang my, bang the table for Leggett either. You get what I'm saying? I think he's gonna be a very good number two option. That's how I look at Xavier Leggett.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Got another super chat. Creekside XL is athletically better, which I just said, than Coca, bigger and stronger, faster. Okay. Yeah, is that what we just said? Got another super chat. What we got here? Flame for Jesus says, the way I see it, Ted was awaited for an 8 pick. We needed a linebacker. Now Bryce got new toys. Yeah, he just he sent the thing that he sent earlier. Basically, Bryce has no excuse. He got all the tools that he needs. He sent the super chat earlier. I'm just saying, I agree with everything we've been saying. It's just I think we just time to cut bait and move on from a 34-year-old. Just my perspective. I know Logic like to hold on to shit like forever.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. That's why I said something about the wide receiver core. everybody happy because we got a lot of weapons. Because at this time we're not used to having this many people, whether young
Options.
or old. We got this many options at one time. So yes, we're excited about that. But if you look at them in a whole, other than McMillan coming in, we had a lot of question marks. Be honest. So I mean, it is what it is. But nah, I ain't that I'm wanting to hold on to Adam Thielen or nothing. It's just at the end of the day, if you're gonna ask me who we getting rid of, compared to when you got somebody like Renfro, you got somebody like David Moore, I'm not. Adam ain't my first pick off that list because again, you're hoping that Renfro come back and looks like a shell of him, like anything of himself from his previous years. But at the end of the day, he's 2 years removed from playing, and he's already been nicked up since he's been back here. So I would rather go ahead and go with somebody who I know, as long as they're healthy, gonna give you production because that's all they've done since they've been here. I'd rather go with Adam Thielen and then keep these young cats. That's just on. If he, you know what I'm saying, if he got somebody else in the building that's worth it down, you don't have to keep Adam. But as long as that's the case, right now, until somebody else proves different, he is the best receiver on the team. We
Okay.
expect McMillan to prove himself this year and assert himself this year. Hopefully he does that.
All right. So question: If we can trade Thielen, save that about around $5 million he getting, right?
Yep.
Man, ain't
And we
nobody
can
gonna
take
trade for Thielen.
if
Nah,
somebody's go if right now during training camp or during the preseason, so or the first game, and they're expecting to be a winner this year, they'll trade for him.
well, like, I don't think you'll probably get maybe a 7th round pick for that man.
You get a
Nobody
fifth
need
round.
that dude.
You get a fifth round.
Nah, not now. He way too. He inspired. He inspired. Well, ain't nobody getting no 5th round.
That man long in the tooth, boy.
Hey, if they try to win this year and they know sure hands can get them over the top, guess what?
Well, like,
Give
I
them to
think
me.
they would literally like you have to be on your last leg. You know what I'm saying? Fight for basically a playoff spot. If you give up a 5th round pick for Adam
Yeah.
Thielen, especially when you know more like he can retire next year.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. It ain't no. If y'all guys anticipating on them cutting Adam Thielen, y'all might as well get it up. Or trading them, give it up. It ain't happening. So the only thing that you can really fall on is Hunter. I'm just being honest with you guys, man. Like it ain't gonna happen. Adam is more revered and more of a leader than Hunter because that's the reason why they brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that, Hunter walked to them. He came to them. You
After
know
they
what I'm
signed
saying?
Adam,
So,
hold on. We
uh,
see you got to keep everything in perspective.
it
They
don't
didn't know they were getting in Hunter before they signed Adam.
that don't make a difference.
Yeah, it does.
No,
Yeah,
it
it
don't
does.
because this what I'm finna tell you this. Adam Hunter came to them, right?
Yeah,
And the Panthers went to Adam. Adam said, I'm finna retire. So who you think
but they
instigated
went
the
to
conversation?
but they
The
went to
Panthers,
Adam
right?
before they knew Hunter was available.
It don't matter.
Yes, it does.
That man, if
If
somebody
it would have been
coming to my house asking me to sign a deal versus me having to walk into your building and ask for a deal, that is a big deal. Because they
yeah,
got
but
more respect. They
you
got more
fell
respect for me.
you
Hunter
failing
could have
to
hired
under
an agent. He
yeah,
could
but
have
you
said,
fell
hey, come look at me. But
but you
what he
fell
did, he walked in there because he knew that this is a chance I have to take as a player.
yes. Yes.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He ain't had no leverage. So
No,
he
he didn't
walked
have
in there.
correct. I'm not doubting that. But what I'm trying to say is you still failing to understand. I don't know if they would have signed Adam if they'd known beforehand that they would have had Hunter and the health of Hunter. This they signed Adam and did the thing for Adam before they even knew that this stuff was going to be available. Same thing with David Moore and stuff. So it's what it is. I just think that if we can get something to sign another safety money now, to sign another safety or another player that we need on the defensive side with the added money, you do it. You do it. That's the reason why I say cut it. Not because I don't like the man.
I
I
think he
lined up
earned his
before.
way out, Wiley. I mean, if he want to retire next year, I'm fine with it. I mean, I think he earned his. You know what I'm saying? His
Earned his
way
way
to
out.
go.
Y'all
Yeah.
too
So
nice.
that's why
Y'all too
that's how I
nice.
look at it. I mean,
Y'all
I'm
too
not just
nice.
being just right now. Panthers don't have a really good,
The
you know what I'm saying, a good
reputation.
situation going on right now. Reputation, yeah. Doesn't let me just say that they gotta build that back up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's how
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at the situation.
Okay. All right.
Cause you
I'm
remember
not
Adam at
disagreeing
one
with you.
point he was cussing and stuff on that field and stuff like that, ready to go.
That's
Yeah.
why I say you
Rep,
got Nick got to prove
reputation, huh?
himself. Xavier got to prove his. It's people that's out here got to prove themselves. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, it ain't no vanilla where we coming in, we saying, well, Bryce, no, he got this 1,000-yard receiver and this 1,000-yard receiver. Xavier Arctic ain't hit 1,000 yet.
Yeah,
Nobody
but
has.
we looking at that
So
differently now with Chet and stuff like that.
you,
We expect the offense to produce. It ain't no more excuses like we said
Mm-hmm.
all this time. I like, bro, you got way too many weapons, and they ain't just about the wide receiver. We can run on you. We should be able to pass on you pretty easy. We got everything lined up so the offense can be a juggernaut.
yeah, he got better players. I give you that. But I ain't gonna call the weapons until they produce.
Yeah, well, okay.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I
I ain't
say this,
just
Wiley,
so
if he don't produce, I'm still calling them weapons. I'm saying Bryce trash. How about that?
There you go. That part. There you go.
All right. All right, guys. We're going up on we're going up on 4 hours here. We'll go ahead and get y'all last words. I know what I got a feeling what Logic gonna say. He's on one of those today. But hey, go ahead, driver. We'll start with you.
oh man, well shoot. See where I go right here, man. See, we on the topic about wide receivers. Like I say, man, I just think right now we in a great position. I think we don't need a rest of judgment. A lot of things to play out. And I think we really got the competition that we need, man. We just need a little time to kind of the player that we honestly think out. And I think that's gonna be, either Hunter or they might end up keeping the wide receiver. So we'll see. But that's all I got to say about that, though.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who we got next? Who we got next? Who we
You got
got
me.
next?
You got me.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I'm looking at this situation. I think the offense gonna have to be a juggernaut, as I believe the defense still not ready to really do anything too effective. I'm
Mm-hmm.
tired of any excuses when it comes to what I'm saying, the QB play. I think he needs
Mm-hmm.
to at least average 230. You know what I'm saying? Consistent.
Ooh, 230. That's yeah. Well, you went up a
I
little
mean,
farther than me, but go ahead.
yeah,
It ain't that
210 with
bad.
all these weapons, Wiley. I'm looking at you kind of side eye. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he can't produce with this, I mean, I think it's time to move on. But knowing the Panthers,
They ain't gonna do
fans gonna celebrate
it.
celebrate him being mediocre. And I just leave it there.
Yep, I heard you. All right, Logic, what you got there, Blair?
All right, man. Let me tell you something, man. This shit, hey, look, two things for certain. Shit, one thing for sure. This nigga Von Mullins, he gonna make it do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Hey,
Well,
man.
you
At the
said.
end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, bro. The expectations is up there. Hopefully they
Mm,
beat it. If not, it is what it is, man. And like I said, ain't nobody gonna be able to put the blame on it but Bryce because he has
very
everything he
true.
needs right now. So we just, like I
That
said, time will tell.
time definitely would tell. Look at JP. Talk about line Coke up against Patrick Sertain who killed his silly debate. Yeah, okay. You're gonna have to line him up against one of the top corners just to kill him. See, you see how that go? You see how we keep going to extremes here, Logic? You know what I'm saying? You have to get the top 5 quarters for the shitty bump.
Just
Come
throw him
on,
to the
man.
wolves, huh? Just throw him to the
Exactly.
wolves, huh?
Top 5 quarter, right? Undrafted guy. Come
Hey,
on,
no,
man.
don't they listen? Hey, but they say he number 1. He got to go against the quote unquote best.
Yeah.
Iron sharp as iron.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Don't run from no
Very
smoke.
true. But now we can't. Is Q on here still? He must be out. Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna close the show out. Hey, I appreciate your guys' support and I appreciate your honesty. And if we keep doing this, maybe we can bring ourselves closer together as a fan base. But I don't know. I don't know, Logic. We're in our corners. We're in our corners, man, trying to dig each other out of the corner, trying to get us to respect each other.
Listen, once these
It's gonna
games
be
start dropping, people gonna start taking sides yet again. So you get ready. It ain't over with.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, this is Wiley, Panthers, Germany. I appreciate y'all on this Wednesday. I'll see you again on Friday at 6. Keep pounding.